Oh, oh shit! Well, what?
Oh, hello.
We had
What?
a countdown.
There's a computer in front of me. Oh my god!
Oh my god, I
So-
love computers.
So, fun fact, everybody. Did you know there are some secrets that people will take to the grave, but there's some others. We're going to put them online for laughs. So this is Benji Below's Secret Show. This is a new thing I'm doing for Pride Month, where I'm just going to get a bunch of cool people around me, and we're going to discuss secrets and stuff and tell stories. So tonight, we're joined by a stunning group of 4 people. First, we have a Brandy Alexander, Adzi Wadzi.
I don't get that reference, but hi.
A Brandy Daisy, Dawnfire.
Hello.
Yeah. A Brandy Melville, Venus AU.
Hi.
And a Brandy Glanfield from the Real Housewives Beverly Hills, Artful Melody.
Hello.
That must have been very confusing. So I've been in many streams of you all this month, but I'm going to get you all to go around the table and introduce yourself, and also the drink you'll be having tonight. So, for example, my name is Benji Below. I'm the host tonight, and I'm just a quasi-variety content creator from Melbourne, Australia. And right in front of me, I have a watermelon vodka, which I made with actual watermelon juice, to the point it actually started to separate earlier, so I had to swizz that up. But
We're starting off fruity. How prideful.
Ultra
How prideful
fruity.
for Pride Month.
exactly. So, Adzi,
Yes,
how about you introduce yourself and what you'll be drinking tonight?
hi, my name's Adzi Wadzi, non-binary streamer from Melbourne, Australia. There's not enough of us, so there needs to be more. Thank you. And tonight I am drinking a zombie out of a C3PO tiki cup.
A zombie? What's in that?
White rum, dark rum, some grenadine, some lime juice, some pineapple juice,
Nice.
ice,
And
cute little orange.
it's a tiki cup?
Yeah. I got it
This
from
reminds
Zing.
me. This reminds me of
also got
those
a-
old Uber Eats ads, like the like tonight I'll be eating.
Yeah.
Tonight, I'm having... next up, Dawn, would you like to introduce yourself and what you'll be drinking?
Hello, my name is Dawn, the wonderful elf lady this evening. As I've just come home from a convention, I'm a trans Nekowitch VTuber in the flesh tonight from the little land of Western Australia, and I play a variety of games: Minecraft, Baldur's Gate, D&D. You know the stuff. You know all the jazz. Do you like jazz? I like jazz. And tonight, I'll be drinking a whiskey of time, and they were mixed with fruit, spices, and a whiskey that could be enjoyed comfortably. And since then, Southern Comfort has been enjoyed with the vibrant spirit of New Orleans. I had to mishmash the description there. Because I was just like, I'm running out of time really quickly. I'm just staring at words and I'm going to put them together.
Yeah. Dawn sprinted to the computer right before we go live is a
I got-
recurring theme, I've noticed.
1
Dawn
minute
speed
before.
running, yeah.
I think that's a new record, honestly.
Oof. All right, so next up, V, how would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Victor Venus, but you can call me V. I'm a queer, intersex, and trans androgynous streamer from Wadandi Noongar over in so-called Western Australia. Oh my gosh, that's like one of the last times I get to say this month. Oh, been a long month. I'm drinking a drink that Benji and I have had a debate on whether this is called what I call it or what Benji calls it. This is a drink that reminds me of my 20s, which I lovingly refer to as Sprine, which is a mixture of wine and Sprite. But Benji got an actual nice non-cursed name for it that I don't remember. So
Yeah, it's so V accidentally created something called a Tinto de Verano, which is called a summer red in Spanish, which is a red wine and Sprite.
I would have
I
called
think,
it a wine
I
spritzer.
think Sprine is better.
there's a story with this.
like
We used to
Sprite.
drink really cheap wine, either like out of a box, or they used to do a special on Bowler's Run red wine, and it was like $3.50 a bottle. But it's not drinkable, so you have to add something.
Ooh. Oh, I felt my insides clench up from hearing that. And finally, Artful, would you like to introduce yourself and what you'll be drinking tonight?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Artful. I like to refer to myself as a little guy. I do a lot of variety stuff, but mainly Minecraft a lot of the time. And I am also, guess what, a queer variety streamer from Nam. I live up to the stereotype. And yeah, I love to do makeup and just have fun.
Nice. And
Oh, and-
tonight, you'll be drinking?
I forgot that part. I'm drinking sort of a fruit tingle. It's not really. It's homemade fruit tingle, something like that. Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah,
PCU fruit tingle.
I forgot to show the glass in true Elvish theme. We got
It's
the
awesome.
steins out
Nice.
from the medieval carnival I went to yesterday. It'll be filled up eventually, but you know.
I made mine in a pint glass, because why not?
You're so real for that, Benji.
All right, so with that out of the way, I figured a good thing to do would be to explain how the game works. So, right in front of me, on Google Sheets, I have a spreadsheet full of secrets that you have all sent through to me, and we're going to go through round by round, and I will reveal one of these secrets to the group. What you all need to do is you all need to individually work out whose secret that belongs to. And after that, I'll get you all to lock in your guesses. And after that, the person whose secret is will reveal themselves, tell the story of the secret, and after that, we'll dole out points based on who guessed. For example, if you guess correctly, you get a point. If it was your secret and you managed to evade suspicion and fool everybody, you get 3 points. But to keep you all on your toes, I've done a little interesting thing where I've mixed in a secret or two of my own in there. But I don't get any points though, so don't worry about that. I can't suddenly win.
That'd be a very you thing to do. Just like I win now.
I'm gonna win.
You see me play Lethal Company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, are we all ready to start?
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. So, I have our first secret here, and that secret is: who drank a whole spilled drink off a table for the promise of free nachos?
Just saying, I would do that. It's not my secret, but I would do that.
I was thinking
You would
the
or
same thing. I
wouldn't?
was like, I would do that.
Yeah.
I love nachos.
Yeah. Like,
I could never do that.
So long.
Actually, no, I don't think I could. I've taken back my answer.
Like, not even
Off
for the
a
nachos.
table, I don't. Yeah.
All right, it's Artful secret.
yeah, it's awful.
No, it's not.
Awfully
You
is
think it
suspicious
is?
of you.
I could not do that. I know that was a bad thing to say, but let's look at Adzi, who hasn't said anything.
I said I would do that as well. Like I think we'll confirm that we would.
Oh, except for me. Okay, so that makes it seem like it's me.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, I also said
It's
I wouldn't
not.
do it, but that seems disgusting.
I just, yeah. I took a moment to think, and I could make nachos pretty easily, I think. And I feel like it takes a lot more effort to drink off of a table. I don't know. Are they just licking the table?
You just
you suck.
sort
You
of
do
just
like
like you just like yeah,
You're just Kirbying it?
yeah, like,
That's how it went.
yeah, inhale the drink.
Wait, did you just say that's how it went?
No, I said I imagined that's how it went.
Okay.
I was like,
Oh, that was spicy.
You just, Freudian slip much.
Oof. Okay. What are we thinking?
Yeah, it sounds like a good time, Zane, to lock in our guesses. So, V, who do you think it is?
Oh, if I didn't know it wasn't me, I'd vote me. I think. The thing is, I've been out drinking ish with Adzi before, and I don't remember Adzi being like that food motivated or drunk. So for that, I don't know. Benji, I'm going with Benji.
Artful, who do you think it was?
Well, I was gonna go Adzi, but I feel like that changed my mind. I don't know, I think I'll go V.
Dawn, who do you think it was?
Oh, I'm flitting between Artful and Benji, but I feel like you might not put in a secret at the beginning, so I'm gonna go with Artful.
Wrong.
Adzi, who do you think it was?
Dawn just raised a good point. Like you wouldn't put a secret at the start. but I'm thinking maybe you would.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm thinking Benji would too.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
But then also Benji said they wouldn't.
I could be a fake Benji fan.
Which also seems like a fake out. There's 2 fake outs there that I'm thinking it's Benji. The first one that like Benji would said first up you wouldn't do it, and now that you wouldn't put your first secret in. 2 Benji fake outs equals a Benji positive. It's Benji.
We're doing maths.
All right, that's our guess.
That's my kind of math.
That's our guesses. Now, after a little dramatic interlude, would the person who drank a whole spilled drink off a table for the promise of free nachos please take a sip of their drink?
Oh.
I shouldn't have gone.
I thought that was
wasn't
music.
gonna
I
do
thought you said
that
music.
If he didn't convince me otherwise.
Ah, the Freudian slip. The Freudian slip.
I told you.
I said I imagine it was easy. That's how it was done, which I can confirm it's how it
Well, I
was
guess you don't need to imagine. So, what's the story behind that, Adzi?
done. Look, I was a very poor uni student back in the day. I lived on a student residence. We would get drunk a lot. I can't remember what it was. There was spilled possibly a cruiser or something on a table. And someone was like, I was like, oh, you know, I'll drink that. Or something stupid because I was quite drunk. And someone's like, if you do it, I'll cook you nachos. And I was like, okay. So I had a straw and I literally just had the straw and it was like
Oh my god.
around the table. And the table was gross. There was, other stuff probably on there. But the next day I got free nachos and they were absolutely delicious. So worth it.
That's
do
the
again.
factor. That's the factor we forgot to think about is university-driven poverty. That'll do it.
It happens to the best of us. So that is,
Yeah.
I believe, Adzi fooled you all there. So Adzi gets 3 points right off the bat. You all thought I could drink a drink off a table. Well,
Would you for nachos?
not this year.
Still wouldn't.
I wouldn't anymore because I can
At
make my
one
own
point-
nachos. I'm not poor anymore. It's just
At
me
one
where I don't
point-
go around doing this every week.
But at one point, would you have? That's the thing. At one point, would you have?
Maybe before I turned 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I didn't.
The
I
only.
I was
Yeah.
neurodivergent as fuck back then. I did not have good decision making processes. Was that our fault?
I was gonna say that there would be only a chance that I do it. Also, like I said, for the drink alone. But I feel like you kind of sounded like you were gonna do it anyways, Adzi. Were you
Yeah.
gonna drink it no matter? Okay.
No, probably not. But the idea of like nachos is like, okay, yeah, I'm sold. I think there was a bit
Yeah.
of a negotiation period as well. It's like, well, if I do this, what am I going to get? And then the people are like, oh, well, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know why. I was just like, I want nachos. And it's like, okay, we'll cook nachos tomorrow night or a couple of nights
Love that.
later. And I was like, done. And without a doubt, as soon as nachos was, well,
I didn't imagine a straw. I did not.
No.
I was thinking it was mouth to table.
It was the
Yeah.
best and fastest way to get it all off the table. Like I hoovered the hell out of that table and got every
Yeah.
drop off the table.
Absolutely. I'm going to try and rephrase that in my mind so I don't say what I was about to say. Well, you got some skills, some transferable life skills.
I've been told that.
I just like that my go-to was, you use your mouth. Like, that's
Well,
just...
yeah. I
just
didn't even
use
think
your
of a straw.
No.
I think I'd
maybe,
be more likely to do it with the prospects of a straw.
Maybe the part of it I used my mouth at first and it just sucked it off the table. But that sounded
I just
wrong.
come back to that. That's brilliant.
But then I
Sucked it off the
You
table.
did
found
what
my
to
straw.
the table?
You're telling me.
That's another secret, okay?
All right, we know to answer Adzi for everyone, you know.
Yeah. All right. So next up, we've got a new secret, one of many, many to go. Secret number 2. Who cried immediately after attending a dance class?
These are some really
Okay.
relatable secrets, folks.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, dancing is scary, but
I've done like 2 like dancing lessons in my life, and both were for. Wait, no, not 2. Like a period of doing it twice for like 4 weeks. I think both were for weddings. Or one was a present, one was for a wedding. So I don't know.
I did
I'm not
ballet
great.
when I was younger.
Yeah.
I probably
Yeah,
would
but
have cried as a little kid sometimes, but I don't.
I think that was
Just liven things up. So who here has done drag? Because there's dancing involved in drag.
Well, okay.
I want to.
Just because I'm a drag queen doesn't mean I can dance, just to put it out there.
Yeah, Park and Bark queens are equally valid.
Please welcome to the stage, Annie Kravis.
Oh no.
yeah. And
I don't know if she's in chat, but
The
she'll probably
shade.
kill me now.
This
The
was-
shade. The
yeah.
shade.
She's gonna hear it anyway.
my dancing experience.
That's
my,
crazy.
Like, my proper dancing experience was before I was out as trans, so I wasn't as in touch with my emotions. I was like, oh yeah, I'm super mask. Trust no, I was just playing Minecraft. That's all I cared about.
Well, I did just
I
spot Annie
wanna- I
Kravis in
wanna do
chat,
some-
so...
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
no. Oh,
I was just saying I spotted Annie Kravis in chat, so...
All the shade.
the shade.
I'm running a room in my like tiny computer desk bar.
I wanna do voguing classes and stuff like that at some point, but I haven't gotten around to it because I don't got the money yet. So
Who's-
I have plans, but yeah.
Quick,
I
someone
think-
leak.
I think
Someone leak who's done a dance class before.
I've done aerial classes, but I wouldn't really say that's dance. Like burlesque and like pole dancing, I guess. But yeah.
Oh, pole dancing and burlesque.
Ooh,
Well,
okay.
aerial hoops and silks and yeah, I'll go pole dancing.
No.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do pole dancing, but I never have. But that does sound like something you can
Same.
try after, so...
It's fun. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get some guesses in. Dawn, who do you think it was?
Oh, that's a tough one. Could we be baited by the 2 in a row?
You have to find out.
Yeah. I don't feel like I have enough info, so I'm just going to lock in Adsy again.
V,
Wow.
who do you think it was?
I'm gonna go Dawn. Yeah, I'm gonna go Dawn. Yeah, Dawn.
Adsy, who do you think it was?
Like Artful did say they did ballet, but I'm gonna go V. I feel like V can be sort of I wouldn't be it that way, like emotional. So I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like it may
Definitely
maybe
say, this has happened to me. The question is this my secret, right? Because this has absolutely happened to me.
Oh,
Okay.
the truth is we've all died in dance class. at least
Can I
once.
switch it around again?
it's too late for that, unfortunately.
Left it in.
Artful, who do you think it was?
I don't know. V was playing mind tricks last time we did this, but I don't think V would admit that straight up. So I was thinking it was Dawn as well.
All right. With the person who cried immediately after attending a dance class, please take a sip of their drink.
Not me.
Oh,
Oh,
Well done,
we didn't play
Adsy.
tricks. In.
no, I said you, V.
Oh, did you? Oh, you did
Yeah.
too.
No one-
You nearly
yes.
got it.
Now, I believe not only do we have a story behind this, but you also have an attached picture behind this as well.
Yeah,
God,
and the
here we go.
attached picture is part of the story in a way. So I was
Oh,
Oh no.
oh I thought this was maybe that you was a kid.
no, this was last year. So it was really recent. That's me in going. So I went. I have a friend who does dancing classes every now and then, and she invited us. She was like, "It's cheaper your first time. Just come with me, see how it goes." So me, her, and a friend went, and both of us were very nervous. And we get in this dance class, and they move very, very quickly. It is not a beginner class, and then they're rushing us through everything, and then they bring out the cameras, and we were not aware we were going to be recorded. And so they're like, get in groups now and we'll record you. And we just were so stressed. So I tried to hide behind a curtain, and so did she. But so did one of the friends. The friend that had invited us was dancing like crazy. And so there's the two of us hiding behind this curtain, and the instructor calls me out and goes, "Where did that one go that I saw earlier?" And I'm like, "No," and like described me and was like, "There was one more person." And then I had to like come out from behind the curtain, and then they recorded me, and my friend didn't even get caught. And I broke into tears as soon as we left that dance class, because I was like, I cannot do this. And my friend took photos of me and the other newbie both crying in the elevator. We were like sobbing.
Oh no.
So bad.
So sad.
That is so sad, but also, can we get that picture up again?
Yeah, production.
It's such a funny
Now that we have the
photo.
context.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Oh, even better. Even better.
And she was trying to take like 05s of us and everything.
Oh no. Oh, that's horrifying, but also you got 3 points from it, so it worked out in the end, didn't
Woo!
it?
It worked out.
Love you too.
All right,
No,
so
it's
that's
so funny
three.
now.
Yeah, 3 points to Artful. All right, next up, next secret. Who used to avidly collect bouncy balls?
Ooh.
Bouncy balls, like the little ones, I guess. Kind of sick.
Yeah, I guess that qualifies as bouncy balls. Like I wouldn't really think of,
Yeah, I don't
wouldn't
think
think of
of
like
any of those.
like you know those like Swiss balls described as bouncy balls.
I have a couple
It's a
of cool
Swiss
ones.
ball.
I have one that's like an eyeball. That's quite bouncy. It's very well.
Oh, you
designed.
would, because you collect them.
No, not really. I just find them on like floors of places. I'm just like, oh, shiny.
So you collect them, is what you're saying.
Collect them.
I collect one or two, but
One or two.
I feel like
rebuilding your collection you used to have.
sure. I feel like this could be a Benji one.
I never collected anything as a kid. Like
I feel like Benji could be a bouncy ball.
This doesn't have to
kind
be
of
as a
person.
kid.
Yeah,
I mean, I've never collected anything in my life,
as we
so-
just saw, it doesn't have to be as a kid.
Didn't collect anything at all.
Yeah, it really doesn't have to be.
You turn around.
Never
Yeah, like,
collected a thing in my life.
Show us your
Really?
bouncy balls.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
V.
V's bouncy ball
What's in the
collection is
background?
just behind there.
Yeah, it's just behind the chair. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like that one really old like Twitch clip where there's like a vibrator or something in the background, and they turn the chair to hide it.
So there's that pink frame in the background. We pull it down, and it just like a cascade of bouncy
It's
balls
just like
coming out.
shelves and shelves. Yeah.
No, it's behind the computer so that you get to look at the bouncy balls at all times,
Oh,
right?
true. Yeah.
Oh, that's a
that's
good
just a-
point.
Yeah.
It's just a prize bouncy ball collection.
And
See,
then if you accidentally bump your table, they all come
Yeah,
raining
yeah.
down on stream.
I have a corner desk, so that wouldn't be
That's a million point
Quite
redemption
possible.
to make them.
that would be
all
quite
one
possible
V.
for me to do.
I'm actually liking this idea. I might steal it.
Yeah.
All right. So, but let's get some guesses in. Adzi, who do you think it was?
I think I'm going to go Dawn. You said you have a few laying around the house, so openly admitted it. So I think you're building up your collection
You
or
can believe that.
collecting them again. I don't know.
Sorry, I'm still in bully mode from Luna's last night.
That was not me.
V, who do you think it was?
I think it might have been Adzi, not because of anything to do with Adzi, because of like the timeline of when bouncy balls were really like in and hip, And I would have voted Dawn if Adzi hadn't already, but I'm just splitting the vote at this point. So
That's Adzi.
Already
To vote
said.
for Adzi.
That's
Okay,
Adzi,
cool.
yep.
So, cool.
sorry,
Uh,
auditory
Dawn-
processing.
It's all
You
good.
know what?
Uh,
I'm going to be so annoyed if this ends up being what I originally thought, but V makes a very good point. I'm going to lock in Atsi.
Artful. Who do you think it was?
Oh, it has to be. Oh. I feel like I'm having flashbacks to V tricking me last time a bunch of times.
V's constant trickery.
I feel like I just have to go V just because I'm scared.
Look, and the reason why I guess Adzi is I'm like, Adzi's the only person I know that's a bit older than me. So, because I can't remember if Dawn's about my age or a little bit younger. So,
I'm usually
I think
the
it's a
youngest in these things. My back says otherwise, but you know.
So, would the person who used to avidly collect bouncy balls please take a sip of their drink?
I saw a reach. I saw a reach. I saw it. Yeah.
Oh.
Logic.
Yes. Thanks, V.
That's the only person older than me. Wow.
So, I believe not only do you have a story behind this, Adzi, you have a number behind this.
I can't remember what I put. I think it was close to 250 or so. Is
Oh
that-
my
Oh my
god.
god.
I would lose
So-
like all of them.
Basically,
Yeah.
a lot of time zone trips like that.
Oh.
There was those little vending machines you get at the shops. Like they were 20 cents or $1, $1 or $2. You got the bigger ones, they're about like that big. The ones you got were about the 20 cent ones you got about that big. I had them in a drawer in numerous containers in my bedroom. One was in a pencil case box I made in high school. One was somewhere in a ice cream container, somewhere in just plastic containers. Then I don't know what happened. Like Mum got into my room and was like, "I'm cleaning up your room," and threw all this stuff out, and I lost them. And then I don't know if anyone remembers this ad specifically, but there was a Sony ad where they threw all their bouncy balls down the hill.
Yeah,
was the
I was
first
thinking
Sony-
of that.
The Sony TV, and literally it felt like, I probably remembering this wrong, but it feels like it was about a couple of weeks that ad came out after my mum threw the bouncy balls away, and I was legitimately so devastated that I could not reenact this with the 250 bouncy balls I had.
that's
So
heartbreaking.
I think I've got one bouncy ball now. For some reason, it's an Essendon Football Club one. I've got, because I found one and I wanted a Bulldogs one, but I got a Essendon Football one now, and the Cats play it. I've got one bouncy ball, maybe a couple more laying around, but traumatic. I don't collect them ever again.
We
This
had
is so
such
heartbreaking.
sad secrets today.
This is a safe space.
You do
This
not
is
see
the
the list that
trauma.
I see, V. You do not see the list that I see, V.
I mean, I know what
So-
I submitted, so
All right, so that puts both V and Dawn on the board with 1 point each. Yeah,
WA
everyone has a
rep.
point today. Nice. So
imagine not being a
next,
streamer from Nam. Imagine.
Yeah,
Sorry.
be me.
all right. So next up, who broke their arm running into a tree?
I mean, I've known a lot of people to run into trees, but to break their arm
Yeah,
running into a tree is a special kind of
I would like
way.
do a cheeky bump into a tree, wouldn't
I would
look where I'm
pay
going,
to
but
see whoever this was and see
I've
this.
never
'cause it would be hilarious.
broken a bone. So
Same.
How clumsy are we all?
Never broken a bone either.
I am
Yeah,
six
I've
foot
never
two,
broken a
and I'm 6'2", so I have like a massive center of gravity that pulls me down to the earth at all times. But I've also never broken a bone. So
Ooh.
oh,
So V.
so V.
I've broken my wrist before. Yeah. I put it in I'm applying for an Overwatch thing that I'm doing shortly. I have broken my arm. Facts, because I said I would blame my bad aim on breaking my arm. So I have broken my arm before.
And your wrist is part of your arm.
Mhm. is
But
that
someone
the part
could
of
be
my arm I
lying.
broke. And someone could be lying. That's true. Someone could be lying about not breaking a bone.
That's true. I don't think it's V. I feel like someone definitely would be hiding breaking their bone.
Who likes running into trees?
I used to climb trees a
And
lot.
why?
I used to
also-
climb trees as well. Yeah,
Yeah. My
it's
thing
great
is like,
oak.
who here runs? That's my other thing. Who here runs?
Yeah,
I used to do a lot of running.
Mez made a great point in chat. What is running?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen me running, it's probably from away from someone. That's all.
I used to do like couch to 5K exercises where it's just like running around a lot. I will one day compete in a marathon, but that is not now because I have a drink right now. So
I think that's the perfect time.
all right,
maybe
so
you'll
let's
run into a tree. You know?
Or chase me, I'll put the chocolate.
retroactively make this my secret. So let's get some guesses in. Dawn, who do you think it was?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my gut and say Benji.
All right. Artful, who do you think it was?
I mean, it might not be, but I do think it sounds like it's me.
Oh, V. I thought you said me, and I was
V.
like,
Yeah,
It sounds like it's me, guys.
I
heard me as well. I was just like, okay, bold.
I'm just
it's
like
what-
admitting it.
Yeah.
it's wild that we have a V and a B in the same chat. V, who do you think it was?
It's funny. Art said or it sounded like Art said me because I was actually going to go for Art, just because sometimes Art flies under the radar, and now I'm psyching myself out around Art's strategies to get points.
Yeah. Also,
That's all
fair.
I've got.
And Adzi, who do you think it was?
I think I'm gonna split the room here a little bit. I was gonna go Art, but knowing someone else has picked Art, I'm gonna go V.
All right. So, will the person who broke their arm running into a tree please take a sip of their drink?
Oh,
I knew it.
Lucy, damn.
I knew it.
The mind games.
Lying.
The mind games.
Yeah.
You play Among Us all the time. What are you talking about?
That is
Really
true.
lie unless I like have been caught red-handed and I have to panic my way out of it. And then the way that I get out of lying is I go to my stream and then continue talking to you all in voice chat. So, I'm going to take you back to a time. It was 2003. And I was playing a game called Gang Up, which for those unfamiliar with what
my
Gang
God.
Up is, it is a game of chasey played in good old suburban Western Australia, suburban Perth, Western Australia, where if you're it, you're always it. So it's like basically the last person who isn't it wins Gang Up. And we used to play this as an entire year group. We had 40 people in our year.
Nice.
And it was down to the last
Oh my
3
God.
people. And I was a very overweight child. I definitely had dyspraxia of some variety, completely undiagnosed, unmanaged. I still walk into things all the time and like get very jumbled if my limbs cross themselves and all sorts. So I was like very close to winning, and it was between me and Anna Kang. And Anna Kang was running in front of me, and Anna Kang was possibly the only person in our year who was a worse runner than me. And I tried to overtake her to get past and get like out of the runner's reach, and didn't realize that she was kind of heading towards a tree because I was just hyper fixated on getting past her. She was like this comical moment of she like, I went to veer past her, and then she veered, and then I went to veer, and then I went straight into a tree and fractured had a green stick fracture in my left wrist.
Ooh.
And then my
Is
mum,
this the Overwatch thing that you're relating to?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
because I
dear.
can't blame my bad aim on my broken wrist because it's my left hand.
All right. So I believe that. Oh, sorry. Go. Keep going.
I was gonna say, and my fabulous mother just got me really pretty scarves to wear a sling for the next 6 weeks because she's amazing, iconic woman.
That's cute.
Nice. So I believe that that gives 1 point to Adzi and 1 point to Artful. Getting up there with the points.
We're falling behind, Dawn.
We got to lock in.
So next
CCs.
secret. Next secret. Who was named after a video game character?
That's a
hard
good one.
'cause I don't know everyone's like real names.
Yeah. I mean,
Unless it's their streamer name.
I don't know if it's cheating, but I can tell you guys my name because it's not video game character-y. I'm happy to do that. My name's Belle. It's more Disney princessy.
But Belle has been in
true.
a video game.
That has been in.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, but no one's gonna name they're gonna say Disney
Yeah, I
rather
love
than.
it.
There a Beauty and the Beast
and,
game.
I love
Video
I
game.
love Beauty and the Beast for the Game Boy Color.
I was gonna say your parents must have been really huge fans of Kingdom Hearts.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
that
exactly.
too.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why didn't I think of Kingdom Hearts? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's what I was thinking.
Oh, is there a character called Belle in Kingdom Hearts?
There is
Well,
Belle.
she's in
like,
Yeah,
it's
it's Disney
Disney.
Bell.
Disney Bells in Kingdom
Oh,
Hearts.
oh, okay. Well, that's yeah.
Why
yeah.
did my brain go to a game I
That's
played
it.
as when I was like 5 and not Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, I guess it's like, is it our Twitch names or our real names?
Is
It just
anyone's
it just says
birth-
named, so
Yeah. Is anyone's birth
Yeah,
name
just-
Pong or Tetris?
I'm not that old, V.
Yeah, I think we've established our oldest here, but I'm not quite that old. Wait. I had an Atari. Okay, maybe I'm that
I
old.
Oh, that
am the
is
they
true.
who arranges
yeah,
the
little
blocks.
after Atari.
Being named after, I mean, it could be chosen name or it could be birth name.
True.
That
True.
depends too. But there is like an age here where it's like
We have to think of our parents.
your
so
parents
it's
playing video games.
My middle name is Celeste, but I was born in 1992. So unless my parents had superpowers of telling the future,
Prediction.
They predicted it.
it's not me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
was born
even think
in-
of middle names.
I was born in '88, so like, yeah, it was established I'm a bit older. So all the like, my brother had an Atari, and Mum may have played it. So I would have been the only kind of system out at the time.
Mm.
So
I mean, my parents
my
love
name is
video
not
games,
Ping
so
or Pong. So or L-shaped Tetris block. Actually, the Tetris blocks actually have names. By the way, if you look it up, they all
Wait,
have
what?
like real names.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
That's crazy. Tetron.
Yeah.
They're called Tetron.
So do the
Tetronimos.
ghosts, and my name is not Blinky, Inky, Pinky,
Is it Clive?
or Clive.
Well, you have a lot of opinions on that, so how about we get your guess in first, Adzi? Who do you think it was?
I think I'm gonna go artful. Just like
Dawn, who do you
Yeah.
think it was?
I'm not super confident in this answer, but I'm gonna go with Artful as well.
Artful, who do you think it was?
I think it's Dawn based on ages that were said. I don't know.
And V, who do you think it was?
I was going to say either Dawn or Benji, but I think I'm going to go with Benji.
I forgot Benji.
You forgot about the Benji secrets, yeah.
I
Yeah,
keep
that
forgetting
might
the
be it.
host has secrets.
All right then.
Not as many
Keep your
as not as many as you
secrets.
not as many as you all, but I have some. But with the person who is named after a video game character, please take a sip of their drink.
There you go.
Cheers. Oh, that is nice. That warms the throat.
So what's the story behind that, Dawn?
Cool. Chosen name is correct. My real name is Chloe, and I chose it mainly based off the iconic lesbian from Life is Strange.
oh my god, I
Yeah,
think
that's
I've
a
heard
good
this
choice,
about.
that's a
I
good
think I've heard you
choice.
say
Yeah.
this before.
It's a very, very special game to me. And
I knew this.
I was trialing. I was going through a name crisis about a year after it came out. I was going for a basically feminine version of my dead name. Didn't like it. Was going through a name crisis, and I was going between two names. And I had played Life is Strange very recently at the time, so this was end of 2017. and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try Chloe first, and I ended up liking so much that I stuck with it. And the second name I was going to try, which was Ruby, ended up becoming my new middle name as well. Which I didn't realize I could change my middle name till I changed my middle name legally. So I changed it to Ruby. I just really like the name, and I guess you can consider also based on Ruby as well, the Rooster Teeth series, because I'm a big nerd.
I was gonna ask if it was that Ruby Rose reference.
Yeah, Ruby Rose, and
Yeah,
that's partly where Dawn Rose came
Dawn Rose comes
from as well. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if this stream has taught me anything, it's that you can change your middle name.
Yeah.
All right, so that is 1 point to Artful.
I
in the
have
lead.
to say, I'm glad y'all moved on the topic from revealing your real names, because I was just like, I can,
Yeah.
but like that might give it away. So I'm glad everyone moved on, and I'm just like, oh, good, I don't have to say anything.
Like I said, I think I've heard you talk about that before. So as soon as you
I think I
said
mentioned
Chloe,
it this
yeah,
month. Yeah,
and I was
mentioned
like,
this month.
I was like, oh, damn it, I should have paid more attention.
All right. We have our next secret up. Who had their belongings held hostage by a hairdresser?
That's really funny.
I'm so curious.
I need no context. That's so funny.
Artful has the least hair.
I mean,
I don't know if that's
I don't
anything.
have to go to a hairdresser, so I shave my head at home. So if that answers that, I have a razor. It's easy.
I'm just trying to think of what the possible backstory for this is.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at
intrigued.
everyone's hair. I'm just like, all right, his hair is giving
Yeah.
the vibes.
Whose hair looks the worst at
I didn't say
what you're
worse.
saying.
I didn't say worse. I said vibes. There's a difference.
Who goes to a hairdresser? I don't know. Like
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. My brain's
Yeah.
not working. I clearly don't.
belongings held
yeah.
hostage.
Like- What are the circumstances if they weren't paid?
I feel like this could have like a lot simpler context than how it's being worded.
That's what I was thinking too. Like it's that someone that they know is also a hairdresser, but
Yeah.
held their stuff for completely different
Yeah.
reasons.
Yeah, that is smart. That is smart.
So who knows a
Yeah,
hairdresser
they've
around here?
played with the wording.
Also, who's that smart?
Benji?
Oh, Benji!
I pay.
Tell us your hair
I mean-
history, Benji.
I used to get like pattern shaved to the back of my hair, and it looked like this for like years. I just keep it like looking like this, just high, short on the side. I also knew a hairdresser who died at one point, but that's a story. I should use that for a different. I
that's
should
a
use that for
fun
a different
story.
show. Actually, that'll be a fun
That's
story.
a fun story.
Two of my hairdressers have actually like had strokes unrelated to me, and it's like really weird coincidence.
I like the specification unrelated
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah, but it's just like
I wasn't
it's like
expecting you to be a part of that.
no, but it's just the fact
I
that two of my hairdressers have had strokes. I'm just like,
I didn't
I'm-
think. Now I'm concerned that you caused
Yeah.
them. That's
Let's see what
Is
you've
that
been up
why
for the
they
last
held
month,
this-
Adsy.
Is that why they held the stuff hostage? It was insurance.
don't give me a stroke, okay? I'm gonna hold your stuff hostage.
I have no
All right.
idea.
Yeah. So with that, let's get some guesses in. V, who do you think it was?
Might be an art one. I don't know. Maybe this is why art has the more manageable hairstyle now.
traumatic.
Ooh.
Oh, traumatic things
Because
that they just shave
because
their
I
own
had
head now.
trauma from a hairdresser.
Trauma from
Yeah.
a hairdresser. Holding your belongings hostage. Yep. Lock it
Art
in.
still
lock
hasn't
it
got
in.
their
Since
stuff back, so they
2020.
just shave their own head.
Artful.
Just a lockdown thing.
Artful. Who do you think it was?
I'm kind of thinking the host, you, Benji, because I keep forgetting you're here, and one of your secrets is gonna come up, and I know it's gonna trick me. but not this one.
Okay. Adzi, who do you think it was?
I have no idea. Like, the question's just so, like, raises more questions than answers. Like,
I know, right?
what?
It's like there's a
What
story
is the?
behind them.
I know exactly. I'm like, there's, what? How? Why? I need to know. So I'm just gonna say V. I don't know. I have no reason why.
And Dawn, who do you think it was?
I'm just gonna. It's really hard. Like, obviously, we don't have the context, but like, it's really hard to like gauge who this could be based on just that line. I feel like this could be a V1, but I don't have any real evidence outside. I haven't voted for V yet, so it's they're bound to get a secret eventually. So yeah, we'll go with V.
All right. Would the person who had their belongings held hostage by a hairdresser please take a sip of their drink?
Oh!
Yeah,
The
you're
hair
right,
management.
V.
The hair
Points on the
management.
board.
Nice V.
So I want to hear the story behind this.
Yeah, we need context. Like,
Yeah, so I did word it in a fun way because I was trying to figure out how to word this, but basically I went to this hairdresser and I'm getting my hair cut, and this was when I have the shave. I just sometimes go to a hairdresser because it's cheap enough and I can't be bothered sometimes. And I'm getting my hair cut. This is my first time going to them because I was new to Melbourne at the time. And also my first time getting a haircut alone. And I'm like rushing off to go somewhere, and I get in, they're cutting my hair, and I hear someone behind, like I hear something like, "Oh, we're only doing cash right now, we can't." I'm like, "Oh no. I don't have cash on me." And I get to the like counter and I'm like, "I don't have cash on me." Like, and they're like, we're only doing cash. And I'm like, "It says everything's accepted," and like it was fine. But then I realized there was like a little sign at the counter that was like, "Currently our machine is broken, you have to use cash." And I'm like, I didn't know this. So they wouldn't let me leave unless I dropped off my like bag and left my wallet there with my like ID and everything. And then I went and got like $10 from the ATM.
Oh my god.
Which is also my first time using an ATM. I was like stressing the whole time. I was like, I don't know anything. I'm just a guy. But yeah, terrifying.
Oh, yeah, it is. So this happened the first time you went to your hairdresser's by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because usually I go with one of my parents or something.
That would be that I can't imagine. That'd be horrifying.
Yeah, and they like got mad at me too. They were like really mad, and I'm like, "You have a tiny sign." There was like no other indication that they only did cash. I didn't. Yeah.
I could not imagine me at your age being able to like do that by myself. But like especially with that, that'd be insane.
Yeah. I feel like they should have told me beforehand, but.
yeah, that's the thing. They should be like, "Oh, we're only taking cash." You're like, "Oh, okay, I'll just go next door somewhere else." Yeah.
It was so silly though. So.
Yeah, it seems polite, but oh well. All right, so that is a point to who guessed that right?
Me.
That was V. Yes,
clearly me. Yeah.
Yeah, I did too, yeah. We all said Mark. Well, yeah.
All right.
I got it right too.
Nice.
All right. So, next secret. Let's see. Who publicly beat a former television host at Mario Kart?
Okay. I heard publicly beat, and I was like,
Hey,
I think I know the answer to this, so I need to go last for guessing. I think I genuinely know the answer to this.
you know Adzi well.
I know a few people well, but I also reviewed your application for PCU art, and I'll put that out there. So,
I have versed TV hosts in games, not Mario Kart. I've fought against Barjo in Mortal Kombat and got my ass handed to me. So yeah, it's not me, but
Could have been Mario Kart. Maybe.
Mario Kart Mortal Kombat.
oh, true.
Oh.
Honestly, I'm just using this opportunity to tell fun stories about myself. This is great.
How deep does it go?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
These all
can't
three
drive in
convincing.
general, so yeah.
I think it's been known from other collaborations that I'm
Yeah,
generally pretty
so
bad at
yeah.
Mario Kart. So.
Yeah, I did. How did I do on the Mario Kart collab? I think I did incredibly average. I thought I was good, but I'm not.
I mean,
Does
if
the
it's the one we
television-
if it's the one we did last week, Dawn, we were like brain fried the entire time. So.
That is true. It was a very brain rotty stream. Yeah, that is true.
I haven't done any Mario
I won't get the Yogi Bear out of it.
I haven't done any Mario Kart this collaboration.
Hey, boo boo, we're going to Silent Hill.
Pretty bad.
And then along came Zeus.
He held his thunderbolt. Sorry, we're bringing too much of that in. Sorry.
We're bringing it back. Sorry, my dress is like stuck under my chair, and I'm suffering for it.
It just set off my my phone. Just like one of those phrases there. Just like
I don't know.
like-
V's kind of suspicious comment made me kind of think a little bit. So
Oh, that could also
it could be a
could
red
also be
herring.
V trying to hold us off. That
Oh, true.
yeah,
Ooh,
I suppose
the
that's-
mind
could be
that's also-
everything.
I suppose that's also going to depend on who I like decide goes in what order,
the,
right?
the mind games, and then
Oh.
it just ends up being Benji.
Yeah, could be anyone. I
But
don't know.
let's put that to rest, and let's go in an order of guessing, which I'm going to choose right now. Artful, who do you think it was?
Oh god. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go for Benji. I'm gonna go for you.
Right.
I guess it's Dawn though.
Speaking of Dawn, who do you think it was?
You just point up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm gonna be mad if it's V, but I'm gonna go Artful.
Adzi, who do you think it was?
I'm leaning towards. I don't know.
Oh,
Benji hasn't had a secret yet, have they?
just had a mouthful of drink and like a CC like crumb in my mouth, and it tasted really weird.
I'm gonna go Benji.
All right, and V. Without elaborating too much, who do you think it was?
I think it's Dawn. I think it's Dawn, but I think I might be wrong, but I think it's Dawn.
Would the person who publicly beat a former television host at Mario Kart please take a sip of their drink?
Oh damn!
Blue under the
I had so much
radar.
faith. I had so much faith in your knowledge there, V. I was like,
Yeah, same. I thought-
was warping,
know-
warping reality around you.
I know I've talked about this month, and I'm sure V. I can't remember who was there, but I'm sure V and at least Dawn were there when I put this in. I was like, yeah. And like Lee's in chat saying I was certain V knew it was Adzi. I was certain you were there when I was talking about this a few days ago.
So I believe not only do we have a story, we have a video that goes with this.
Oh, nice.
That I'll need to find a timestamp for because it's a 6-minute long video and we're not watching the whole thing on
halfway
stream.
in, like at least
You
halfway
have to
in. But
review it
it
frame by
was
frame.
it was Jade from Cheese TV at PAX quite a few years ago. When they did a
Nice.
panel
That's
there,
some star power.
and they called
Let's say
the
5 minutes
people.
in. 5 minutes in.
Yeah, about that.
5 minutes into the video.
Yeah,
I think I remember.
watch me win.
What PAX was it?
it was a few years ago.
I remember
3
hearing about
years
it.
ago.
I remember hearing about that
2017, I
panel.
believe.
No, 2017 was that long ago.
Wait, that was my first PAX. I remember that.
I know there
There
was.
you go.
Annie was there, and I know there was some streamer friends there. I was talking about this to Dave, Annie. I think it may have been like pre-Aussie Pride and stuff, so I still knew a few people from there, but it was pre all that. And yeah, everyone was encouraging me to get on stage. And I was like, waving my hands, like, yeah. And we're like right up the back of the bigger theatre. Well, not up the back, but like close to the back. And I got selected. And I was very nervous and very kind of like, oh, I'm okay at Mario Kart. Yeah, I played a bit. And as you will see, I ended up wiping his butt. So.
Would we be able to stop? There you go.
How many of you think Mario?
So, as you, I'm Wario.
Oh, 64, okay.
And Jade was Peach.
This is like peak cheese TV as well.
Yeah.
Like 64, that's like...
Alright,
Yeah.
64.
So they did
I'm
this
really
because
bad
it was
at
like
64.
they did this whole this panel because yeah, it's like an anniversary. They were doing other things during this year of like a 20th anniversary of Cheese TV and stuff. So they did this PAX panel. So yep, there you can see me raising my hand because I won, and you can see by how much I won by. And I was like, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna win. I'll be fine. No, not gonna win. And absolutely smashed him. And I got nothing for it. I got the promise of his juice, which was actually VB, half drink VB, and their assistant Nathan, who was kind of cute, but never got the Nathan. So
Is that a Pac-Man jumper?
yeah, I'm not happy with that.
Nice.
You got the win,
So-
and you got a secret for this show, and also
Yeah.
I believe you got 3 points from that. I believe.
I
Yeah.
don't think anyone guessed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
gotta lock in a bit.
Yeah, we gotta lock in.
Yeah,
I also feel complimented that someone guessed me because I'm terrible at Mario Kart and any driving based games, but it felt nice to be
Yeah,
guessed.
baby Adsy. Watching the video back earlier,
I just
this-
remembered that Dawn beat Bajo at something. I just remembered that fact in my brain.
What did I beat Bodger up? Not Mortal Kombat. Because that was at Oriflame, and maybe. I don't remember.
back when
But
we
I think I might have
both
done.
We'll never know. But we do have 2 more secrets coming up before an intermission. First one. First of the last... You know what I mean. Secret number 8. Who power chundered so badly they became infamous amongst con attendees?
What does that mean?
The bit power chundered.
Yeah.
It's gonna describe me.
projectile vomited.
Oh
Yeah, I
gosh.
assumed, yeah.
Okay.
I just want
I've
to say
heard
before
that
we
before.
start, this is my second time this PCU doing like this style show, and I've already shared my vomit story. So this is like,
Not this round though.
Yeah.
Not this game though.
Vomit in
Not
the
this game show.
back of Bunnings.
What was that about Bunnings?
Story time.
I'll tell
From the
you
other
after.
show.
Who says you can only have one vomit story? That is
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
Yeah, you have a history of vomit, I'm hearing.
That's what I'm thinking. It's V.
So I suppose the leading question here is: has anyone here not been to a con before? I've been to one. That's basic, and this is back in 2017. It was.
You vomited it at it, didn't you?
The one you vomited at, yeah.
I wish I was. This is my first like 3 months living out of home. I decided to like fly from Melbourne, where I'd moved across the country to Sydney, to go to Gamer X, which was I believe the second and last one that they had back in
Okay, yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
And I was terrified in a city I'd never really been before. I was not going to get drunk there.
That's fair.
It's so fair.
I don't think it's a Benji one.
Yeah, I mean, I had a Game X. That was fun. I remember
That
feeling
feels
sick, but
that
I
feels
didn't
quite
vomit.
convincing.
You remember feeling sick.
Yeah, but I didn't vomit. Like, because I was with my husband. We went there. Yeah, I was just reminiscing of Game X.
That's fair.
Unrelated.
I was what, like 17 back then, so
I mean, you did just come from a con. Maybe you
Yeah.
attend a lot of cons.
That's true.
Dawn.
Which supernova was this, Dawn?
What?
Did you power chunter that? Which supernova was this?
I think
Was it today?
Was it today?
Supernova's not a drinking event.
I'm just figured it doesn't have to be because you drank. Like
Yeah, I don't think it has to be.
overeating or
Drinking.
just
No.
anxiety.
I usually have quite a strong stomach. Like I do sometimes get the pre-con anxiety, but like it usually settles at once I've got in there.
I'm also just
And
thinking
if-
food bans.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
it,
Eating something bad.
I never
yeah.
eat from food
Like,
inside the
PAX
convention.
food. Generally, the PAX food
To-
in PAX is terrible. Like,
It is.
To become
yeah.
infamous is interesting. Was it like at a panel? Like
Oh.
I'm trying to.
Oh,
where
yeah,
are
that's
you
true.
that it's like easy to just become infamous over it? Like
Oh,
And
were you
con,
on,
like,
were
it
you
could
on
be
the
a-
panel? Oh.
Oh, true,
Yeah.
true.
Oh, God, I'm
Be a
thinking of all
story
the
for the
scenarios.
panel.
Oh yeah, that's true. So we should do that.
True.
Dawn,
God.
who do you think it was?
I think based on the nacho story before, I feel like this could be an adsy move. I think this could be an adsy move. That's
What,
my
because-
working theory.
Adji, who do you think it was?
I think I'm going to go V for this one, just because I know it has some like stomach issues.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know my gut. You've heard.
Yeah,
my
I know your
stories.
gut. And
I am a tummy
Yeah.
ache survivor.
Yeah.
I survived IBS. V, who do you think it was?
I think this might be a Benji one. I think it might be a Benji.
All right. And
Do I remember
Artful.
someone vomiting a K-Rex?
I'm also thinking Benji. I'm thinking you.
All right. Would the person who power chunted so badly they became infamous amongst con attendees please take a sip of their drink?
Yeah.
Oh.
Glad
So
the
close to
conversation
guessing.
steered away from me.
All right, Dawn, what's the story behind that?
Okay, so this is a bit of Benji wordplay. This was at PAX 2017. So my very first PAX, and it was the year I turned 18. So I wasn't awfully familiar with a lot of alcohol, and not so much infamous amongst con attendees, but my big friend group I was there with. So this wasn't actually at the con. This was having a sort of like after party afterwards at our Airbnb, and that was like most of us were staying in the Airbnb when we definitely shouldn't have had that many people. There was like about 6 or so of us in one Airbnb, and we bought like family boxes of KFC, everything, having a bit of a party. Some of the alcohol there included this.
Uh-oh.
As my first time having Southern, and I didn't know that it was whiskey. I didn't know everything. I was just like, "Oh, drink, cool," as you do when you're 18. And I took like a big shot of it, not knowing that you had to mix or anything. Barely knew about chasers. I think I drank like water or something as the chaser, and then I like sprinted to the bathroom. And power chunded, as Benji so kindly put it. And that kind of became a meme in my friend group for the next, I'd say 3-4 years. I'm fine with it now since about COVID. I actually, if I had more time, I would have sent in, not necessarily a picture or a video, but I would have sent in the context, because one of my old vlogs included footage of that Airbnb from then, and it became so infamous in that friend group. Me and my friends used to make diss tracks against each other. The very first one my friend made against me included that, and I believe the line was something like you did with that whiskey.
I have
And I'm fine with I have that as well. If I had time, I would have aired that to the world. But I'm fine with Southern now. It's one of my favorite drinks. And yes, I have to agree with someone in chat saying I couldn't drink something due to incident. My partner is the same with, I think, tequila.
Mine's
Or
tequila.
scotch. No, it's scotch. It's scotch, actually.
I don't have much experience with like losing appetite for something because of getting sick, but I do have an experience with one time I did something and 10 minutes later my name in the group chat got changed because of it.
Oh, no.
Well, that's a story for another day.
Oh.
But we have our final secret before intermission. Sorry, we celebrate 3 points for Dawn as well.
Yippee, I'm back.
All right.
Glad the
Final se-
conversation stood away.
Final secret before intermission. Whose first time driving a manual transmission turned into a search and rescue mission?
All right, who drives manual here?
Not me.
It's not me.
Not
I
me.
am going to be abundantly clear. I do not have my license.
I
still on my
also
learners.
do not
I-
have my license. Is this a Benji secret?
I've barely driven an auto, let alone a manual.
I only have automatic.
Yeah, I started with manual, but I was just like, what is foot-eye coordination with changing to clutch and like moving around? Like, I can't do it. I switched to manual after like a few months in my
done to all-
learners.
Well done to all of us for being stereotypes. Just
Yeah.
well done. Well done.
Yeah, it's fun drive.
I mean, I can drive, just not a manual.
Like, I moved to Melbourne when I was 18. I haven't needed a license, so.
Do you happen to be a streamer from Melbourne?
Yeah, I am actually. I don't know if you've heard of
Crazy.
us, but yeah.
But it also doesn't really imply they were like there could have been it could have been like a thing where they were driving by themselves. It could have been like a driving lesson that turned into a search and rescue.
Yeah, true. And I also have friends who like have big backyards and stuff and just drive and whatnot. So I don't know. Don't have to have your license.
That's also true.
It's true.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true. Sorry. Artful. Who do you think it was?
I think this is a Benji secret. I've kept saying it, but this time it's true.
You're going to get one eventually.
I'll get one eventually.
V. Who do you think it was?
I think it's Adzi, and that's why Adzi maybe doesn't have the license. I don't know. Let's go with that.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Adzi. Who do you think it was?
I'm going to go Benji. Yeah, I think we're going to go Benji.
And Dawn. Who do you think it was?
I think it's Benji as well, just mainly because I feel like there's a few reasons, and they've all been brought up, but I think we're right before an intermission. I think there's prime time for Benji secrets.
Oh, you're going deep with this.
Oh, you never know.
I'm locked in.
So, would the person whose first time driving a manual transmission turn into a search and rescue please take a sip of their drink? So,
Oh, yeah.
I was 19 years old. And living in a party house. What happened at the time was I had my automatic transmission car, but it was in the shop at the time because of a completely unrelated incident, which will turn into its own story one day. So basically, for that house, I was a designated driver. I was living with 3/4 other teenage girls who would just always go out to like the nearest town, get drunk, come back somehow. And usually it was me being involved because I was a designated driver. So with my car being in the shop, I couldn't drive my car. And also the only other car available was a manual transmission car for my housemate. So basically at the time I had to like get taught as we're going into town how to drive the car. Now that was pretty successful, I gotta say. And so it got to the point we got into town. They had drinks. I drank my water and lemon lime bitters. One of my friends gets a call from one of their friends. She has had an incident with her boyfriend where her boyfriend kicked her out of the car in the middle of the night, in the middle of like a stranded road in between towns. And this is like rural, so there are no street lights out there. It is pitch dark. So this is a pretty serious situation. So like normally they'd be driving in, but they're both drunk. So I have to be like, all right. So I had to drive out there with my drunk friends, like who occasionally had to like, grab the change the gears so they knew how to actually, so we didn't just like in the middle of nowhere. So we had to like go out there while I was like sort of learning how to drive it and search for this girlfriend of theirs who was just like missing out there because kicked out by a boyfriend. We eventually found her, made it back to our place, and continued drinks there. She had her top off in like 30 minutes. It was wild times.
Crazy.
We love woo girls.
jeez.
We love woo girls.
Is that why you have the sunglasses on? You gotta party it up a bit.
No, I decided to bring the brand back because I have sunglasses in my promo image and my Twitch image, Twitch profile picture. So
Yeah.
all right. So I was keeping track. Who got that right? Was that everybody
Was
except
it
V?
all of us?
Everyone
Yeah.
except me.
Oh.
To be fair, like I have barely driven. I drove a little bit. I drive on country roads a little bit, not in ages. When I'm traveling up to Sydney, I've literally never touched the manual. I think I've sat in a manual car. I have never attempted to drive a manual. I will never drive a manual. It just What?
I think I disappointed
Why?
my dad when I switched to automatic.
I definitely disappointed my dad when I switched to automatic.
Yeah. It was with like Australian dads and just wanting their children to drive manual.
I don't think my dad
So
even let
true.
me drive his manual because he was scared I was going to like stall the clutch and break it.
Oh, that's my mum with her like Ford like Territory or whatever. It's automatic, but she's just like she doesn't even drive it to work. But she's just like, I wanted the reason for like ages, and then she admitted to me, I don't want to wear the car out.
All right. So that is our last secret for intermission. Would we be able to get a look at the scores again? All right. So we have Adzi on 8 points, Dawn on 5 points, V on 2 points, and Artful on 6 points. So it's really anybody's game, especially with a number of secrets left to go.
I believe in UV.
I'm okay with the wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we are going to take a short intermission break to refill drinks and such and other things. Like I'm already halfway done. So yeah, 10-minute intermission, and we'll see you after that.
Cool. Don't lean back.
We're gonna burn it down. Burn it down. We're gonna burn it down. Burn it down. I killed it, it's murder. 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 Go crazy, berserker. 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 Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit.
Turn toward me and look so weak. I've never seen you with such tired eyes. And everything we said we'd be, we just traded for a suit coat and a tie. And underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life. You're silent, bold, the wind is cold. You must return to the town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
And we're back. Aren't we? We're all back, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
an ethereal being.
We have names and pronouns.
Yippee!
Have appeared.
Yeah. I'd also like to give you a big shout out to the level 5 shared hype train we all just got.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Amazing
you. You're
stuff.
very gay.
Yeah. We're all very gay. Haha.
There's gays here.
I love that I
Crazy.
got the they ate emote. This is
They
perfect.
We love they ate. Me when
They
I
really
simply
did ate.
They
I think I
ate.
saw that one. Oh my god, I love that.
Alright,
Shat
so-
train.
Oh, are we frozen?
Oh,
Or is that just for me?
Oh,
No,
okay,
I'm
so-
frozen too.
we're all
Oh
frozen.
no!
Sorry, I just saw Shat train.
Giving a shout out to our producer Abe from HSP.
Thank
who's
you.
been
Oh yeah,
behind
Abe has
the-
Amazing
Yeah.
stuff.
huge shout out to Abe from Cameron, I believe, who has
Cameron
been
Shield,
who's doing
yep.
all the work
Shield.
behind this. I cannot do this without them.
Thanks, Abe.
They're very epic.
Thank you.
And you can find, yeah. We need to. So while we're gonna have to break for a technical issue, but just quickly, you can go find them at We Are HSP on socials. You can do
Hashtag-
that while we take a quick little technical break. Folks.
Hashtag we are HSP.
Well, Snapback.
I love. Now I want a HSP for dinner.
For the longest time, I thought that's what it was. It was.
Yeah.
last night.
We're back immediately. Yay!
Back.
Woo!
Definitely not
Let's level-
distracted.
Thanks to the brilliant producer we have.
Let's go. All right. So a quick refresh of the scoreboard as halfway through.
It'll appear any second.
Oh no. Hello.
Welcome. Welcome to Scuff on
Sounds
stream.
on Discord, so it sounds fine on Discord, so I'm not sure what it could be. Am I audible? Am I audible? Alright, cool. So we have Adzi, who has 8 points. Dawn, who has 5 points. D, who has 2 points. And Artful, who has 2 points.
I'm coming for you, Adsy.
And we have another half of secrets upcoming, which are all going to be just as wild as the first one. So, first up. Oh dear. Oh no.
Woo!
Oh, no. We're going to
We're just just going on a quick break, guys.
Yeah, quick break. We are fixing the dropout issues. We'll be back very, very shortly. Please hang out and chat and play Noughts and
Benji
Crosses or something.
is certainly
Yeah,
below.
Hello, hopefully I'm audible now. The people can hear me. People need to hear my voice. They need to hear me introduce secrets and then be vague about them for the next 2 minutes. But yeah, we have Adzi with 8 points, Dawn with 5 points, V with 2 points, and Art with 6 points. But we've got the next half of the game to go. So how about we get right into it? More secrets?
More secrets.
More secrets. So, first secret for this half. Who regularly stole money from terrible one-night stands?
Oh,
Oh my god, this is iconic.
I love this.
this could be a
Me.
great
Not me, so I wish I thought of it.
I just think that's great. I just love the keyword terrible.
Terrible.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah,
So it's only
it's
if
like
they're
a
bad one
marker.
night stands. Yeah. I think you call
It's a
in
marker. Yeah.
that person knows they're terrible.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, you deserve this.
I think what I know about you wonderful people. Yeah. Well, man, I guess this is really tough.
Alright.
Where is that, sorry?
Uh,
Oh, there.
Echo cancellation.
Okay, yeah.
But
Do we have to reconnect after we do that?
We have to go reconnect.
Okay.
Is that better?
Good.
Since
Awesome.
Speak.
Sorry, guys. Just take your
Alright, reset that timer. So,
Oh no, we have a timer.
well, I just wanted to keep us rolling along rather than getting caught up on stuff too much. But yeah,
Just like
I mean, I could-
Could I repeat what I said?
sure, yeah.
Just in case the mic didn't pick that up. Yeah, I'd like to know. I'd like to think I know a bit about everyone, but like, not that much, because that's a tough question.
The last time we were on a show like this, V was like, I like to put like spicy. I put a spicy one in just to, to like throw people off because I'm not usually an oversharer
Oh,
and stuff. And this feels like something that could be maybe in that realm. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I'll say to like not put me as an answer to narrow it down. And you can take this as well as you will. But when I guess, exposing part of myself, was in that sort of phase, I would not necessarily like. I would think about like organizing, these things or whatever, and like get into the conversation about it. But then anxiety would make me chicken out. So
Mood.
I
mean,
wouldn't,
I cannot.
It wouldn't get to the stage where I could steal money.
I've also been.
I mean, a piece of information I could. I mean, a piece of information I can freely divulge about myself is that by the age of 22, my body count was 86. So, and again, I made very bad choices as a child, as a teenager.
Yeah,
We emphasize teenager.
So maybe a poor teenager who needed money as well.
look,
Who
yeah,
here is grossed out by cash? That's my thing, because I'm like
I-
very grossed out by cash.
I had a like sizable
so is
amount
Artful.
offered to me, but I was just like, no, this guy's like ultra sus. Like, I ain't about that.
I don't carry cash, but I'm not opposed to carrying cash.
I'm not opposed to receiving cash because,
Yeah.
hello, I like money.
Who
I put in
doesn't?
chat before
Yeah,
that maybe it was a square reader.
Oh, that's a wild fact to see at the bottom of the screen right there.
certainly a
But
fact of all time.
That's believable, though.
We're feckin' wild.
absolutely believable. But what's also believable is we should get those guesses in. So, Artful, who do you think it was?
I'm gonna trust my gut and go V.
V, who do you think it was?
I'm gonna go Adzi, only because I feel like, again, it's my age or up for cash, because no one uses cash anymore. No one uses cash.
Just because
I feel like this implies cash. Yeah.
Nah, they're
Adzi-
stealing full credit cards.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Maybe it's someone with a square reader.
This is
Maybe
just
a
going to-
blank check. Maybe we'll
This
go
is just-
even more retro. Blank check.
Yeah,
Well, this
the subtle square read out the sleeve, just like,
Did they just call me even older by saying I've been doing this with checks? Like, I think I'm offended.
This
This
is
was
just
still used when I was were they? No, actually.
I'm glad my partner's like not home at the moment because she would feel very old hearing these terms.
this is just turning into the plot of Hustlers.
Yeah.
Wait, did I ask Adzi?
Okay.
Adzi, who do you think it was?
No. Well, to defend my honor, I'm going to go V.
And Dawn, who do you think it was?
Oh, do I want to go Benji or V? I don't think we've had a V secret, so let's go V.
We have. I have my wrist.
We've had one.
Oh yeah, the wrist. Yeah, the wrist. But I
Come
feel
on.
like it's been long enough that it could be V.
All right. Would the person who regularly stole money from terrible one-night stands please take a sip of their drink?
I'm terrible at this.
I'm sorry.
think
V,
I-
didn't give
No,
you
I'm
points.
just
Also
ultra
heard this about
suspicious
you as
of you
well.
now.
I think you may have told me something about this last PAX as well.
Possibly.
No, but
So,
this is smart.
it's very well known that I used to live with quite a few sex workers in my 20s. A lot of my roommates were sex workers. Because I've always been quite a sex worker and sex positive person. And I had this notoriously bad slew in my 20s of just going on really, really bad dates and having some very, very bad one night stands. And I remember getting really upset about it. And I had my roommates at the time, two of them sat down and they're like, just get compensated for your time. And I was like, oh, this is a good point. This is a really good point. And I was like, well, how do I do that? I don't want to go into sex with her. Just swipe a 20. Just swipe a 20 when you feel like you need to be compensated for an evening of your time completely wasted. So, Abe, our producer, did ask me for my tally. It was $95 over about a 12-month period.
Oh my
There
god.
were quite a few. there were quite a few
nice.
$5 and $10 notes in there.
VB hustling. I respect that.
No one ever oh wow.
Well, I had to pay for my cab home. That's just a courtesy. I was just
Yeah. Oh,
Cab-
absolutely. If they weren't,
Courtesy.
yeah.
cabs are
Did you ever
expensive.
get called up
know?
on it? Like, did they hit you up
Yeah.
later? Like, hey, did you steal money from me? Or
No, because it's not like I'm going to their wallet and going, I'm going to steal every bit of money in this man's wallet. Like, as a thief, I have morals, okay?
Oh my goodness.
You
that's
have
a
morals,
thief, I have
yes,
morals.
yes.
I'm loving this
I love
story.
that.
We just need V story time, you know.
Yeah, that's so good.
It's very funny.
An-
My
an
20s was a
evening with
wild
V's.
time.
Secret.
That makes me
And
feel
that-
young.
All right, V did not fool anyone there, so that is points across the board.
Nice.
Very nice. Oh, I'm tied with that.
Yeah,
Catching up.
started from the bottom, and now you're here.
Because I said V, yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
started from the
I was
bottom, and now
wondering,
you're
but I can't
slightly
tell.
above the bottom.
Someone's got a bottom. It makes sense. It's me.
All right, so
Surprised it's on
next
me for
secret. Next secret. Who got locked out of a movie theater for chicken?
That is a very
Wait.
funny line. That is a very funny line.
Like to get chicken? This is me coded if it's to get chicken.
Ah,
did they? Is it the person that brought a chicken into the movie theater for chicken jockey?
Lava, chicken, Steve, love a chicken.
That was
taste it
crazy.
yourself.
was it for chicken jockey?
You're
at the
ringing the
Minecraft
bell.
movie?
Chicken
I just like-
jockey.
I just like that
Chicken
my chat
jockey.
is spamming my fried chicken emotes right now. in
I,
chat.
I saw someone cosplaying Jack Black Steve today. It was
Oh
beautiful.
my god. Suspicious you have a fried chicken emoji.
Very suspicious. Meows.
This is a very me coded secret.
Yeah, I'm so curious what this means. I want to, like,
What kind
locked
of movie
out
theater lets
for...
you bring chicken in?
The chicken.
Locked out. So, oh, they were getting chicken and they didn't make it in time to the movies. Is
I
what
guess
I'm
that makes
understanding.
sense.
Wait, V, you
I thought
have
it was
a
kicked out
chicken
for a
emoji?
second.
Yeah,
has a chicken emoji.
I have a KFC emoji.
That's beautiful. I'm in a Discord server with a Zinger Burger emoji. It's very funny. Because someone's nickname in there is Zinger.
Very good.
All right, so shall we get some?
Bag.
Yeah, shall we get some guesses in? Artful, who do you think it was?
I'm gonna... Oh, God. I don't think it's me. I'm gonna guess Adzi.
Adzi, who do you think it was?
Yeah, this is V coded.
Yeah.
V, who do you think it was?
I'm gonna vote for myself.
Are you allowed to do that?
I have no idea who else it is. I just think that this is a me secret, and maybe I forgot. I don't know.
You forgot?
I'm in bottom. I'm not playing for points at this point. I'm voting me.
And Dawn, whose secret do you think that was?
I think chat's giving it away at this point. This is very V-coded with the chicken emoji.
And V's just forgotten
Everything,
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just some, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no, I think I
I'll
guessed
vote for V.
wrong.
All right, would the person who got locked out of a movie theater for chicken please take a sip of their drink?
No!
Thanks for the points,
It's either
friends.
Adzi or Dawn. I almost said Dawn. Good job, man.
This is a very fun story that I'll oblige in. So I was in high school. I was a part of my school's book club. It was probably one of the only safe space, one of the very few safe spaces I had at a private Baptist school. So yeah, you know. But basically, we had movie nights every so often. We had anime nights, that sort of thing. And one night, I can't remember the movie. I want to say it was How to Train Your Dragon is coming to mind, honestly. It might have been How to Train Your Dragon. Usually it was movies based off books, and then we'd kind of review them after. But basically, yeah, we'd do... I think we'd do book club to 4:15, which is when the library closes, and then watch a movie. I lived... sorry, not lived. My school was kind of close to a chicken treat. For those that not in WA, that's basically Red Rooster but better.
Is that possible?
Yeah. It is
Anything's
possible.
better than Red Rooster. Though.
I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Chooks sadly doesn't exist anymore, but you know.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Chooks. But yeah, so basically, I was like, oh my god, I'm like hungry. It was after school, it was a long day or something, and I'm just like, I want some food for the movie. And my ex-friend and I were like, you know what, let's go get Chicken Treat. You know, we'll walk there. So we walked all the way to Chicken Treat, which is, I want to say it's at least a 20-minute walk. It's like near, but it's not near enough to be convenient. So by the time I got back, I think I got like a Monster Chips or something, which are like massive, and they still are, and maybe something else. And I got back and I was like, did it? Like the library door was locked, and I was just like, great, that's fun. So I was like knocking around on like every window, like really loudly, like pounding the window for someone to let me in because the movie was on. Eventually I got to the very back window. I like was pounding, and then the blinds were closed as well, so that didn't help. And then finally someone like heard like the sound and went to investigate and saw me like staring in the window. And yeah, then I eventually got let in the movie. My ex-friend wasn't even with me anymore. Like he like left to go home after we got Chicken Treat. So I was just there by myself at like 6 p.m. and it was like winter, so it was dark. And yeah, eventually got let in, and the Chicken Treat was cold by that point. And it sucks that that's the closest fast food to my school, because now we have near my school just down the road there's a Macca's, KFC, Starbucks. And yeah, and that was like infinitely closer than Chicken Treat, but we didn't have that in high school, so yeah, that's how I got like locked out of my school's library.
It's a shame. It's a shame that it went cold, because my one question was going to be, was the chicken worth it? And I guess at the end of the day, it was not.
It wasn't.
Did you
It
get
was
to see the
cold.
Did you get to see the rest of the movie?
I got to see the movie, but it was like halfway through at that point, I think.
No. Missed all the
I wish I
you
knew
got
what
those
knew.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look at those points. You
Worth
got,
it in a way.
with that chicken story, you are now tied in the lead.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
I'll make my return.
And next secret: who crashed a tractor in front of their friends?
All right, he's a farmer here. back on the ranch.
I grew up on a farm.
All right, it's Benji.
It's Benji.
I grew up in a city. so-
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, I grew up a farm, and I also did have a tractor. But also,
Sold.
was it me? Who can say?
In this situation though, I want to know why there's a tractor and why your friends are there. Where you're just like, hey, look at what I can do.
See, that's the
this is
funny
normal.
part of the story, where like I did grow up on a farm, I did have a tractor, but also at that age I did not have friends. So
Oh.
Oh, true.
I was gonna say, like, this is peak country kid behavior. Like, this is peak country kid behavior.
Thanks for the
Crashed a
fun facts, Edon, in chat.
why do they trick me so badly?
So, I think my strategy to help the rest of the team try and guess whose secret it is, I'll say that is not that's not me. I have driven tractors before when I was like young, but I lived in the same place for like 21 years of my life. My grandma had a farm for the first, I want to say, like 12, 13 years, but like, why would I bring my friends down all the way down to Albany when I was like 12, you know? Like, which is that for non-WA people, that's at the very far south of the state.
It's the Melbourne of WA.
Yeah.
Except way less population, but like actually
Exactly.
geographical points, it's like the Melbourne of WA. Weather and all.
There's one of those stands that show like how many kilometers are to each like major city, and yeah, Melbourne is there. So yeah, I wouldn't have driven a tractor past like 12. The next closest thing was a rider mower.
So Ansi, why is it not you?
I've hardly ever been on a farm. Like, I'll tell you where I grew up. I grew up in Geelong, like pretty still city. I did have family in like rural area, but I never went there with any friends. I haven't been to a farm. I didn't go to a farm until I was like 19, 20 years old. If I saw a tractor, I wouldn't go near it because it's big. It terrifies me. And I would definitely not be driving it. Or attempting to. For whatever reason. No one would even trust me to drive a tractor in the first place.
That's
so
fair.
there'd be no circumstances to why I would be driving a tractor. Too crazy.
All right. So with that, let's get some guesses in. Adzi, who do you think it is?
You, Benji.
V, who do you think it is?
I think it's Art because they've been quiet. That's it.
I can talk more if you'd like.
Art, who do you think it was?
I'm thinking Dawn.
And Dawn, who do you think it was?
Well, I know it's not me, surprisingly. So I'm going to say this is. Oh, you know what? I think this is still a Benji one, but it's to warm us up to the insane story that we've been teased in the break. I think this is a cheeky warm up, a little teaser, a little icebreaker, you know.
Yeah. Would Grand Theft Tractor please take a sip of the drink?
That is a brilliant thing. I'm watching for arm movements. Who is it? Oh, it's
Oh, okay.
Hey!
Darn it, V! I was
Silent.
gonna talk more, but I. Oh, I thought I was getting away with it too.
Would have got away with it. You darn meddling kids.
Yeah. So I grew up sort of rural. And I had a lot of friends and stuff who drove tractors, but I didn't have a tractor myself. This was at school, because at school where I lived, you had to get a tractor license. It was like part of one of the courses.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, one of the year 9 courses is getting a tractor license.
That's a thing.
This is
Clip that
rural,
now.
rural.
We broke Benji.
That story that's made a drink go down the wrong pipe.
I just can't imagine, like, you go to school, you get a pen license, you get a tractor license.
Pen license, Bunsen burner license, tractor
You got
license.
a license
Those
for a
are the
Bunsen
3.
burner?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you not have to get a license for a Bunsen burner?
No.
No.
we just try to use
No.
one,
You
You
mate.
could just use one.
Oh.
Do you
Yeah.
need a license for that?
We got the pen license. That's it.
I found the pen license
No.
because I got terrible handwriting. Obviously, I'd fight. Probably wouldn't have any licenses at this point. Anyway, sorry, I'm just shocked.
And so we had to I didn't want to say like it wasn't really just my friends, it was also my enemies and my bullies, because it was school. So it was just my whole class. And we took turns. We took turns doing this tractor, and we got like a practice go, and then we had our real test. And so the practice go, we ran out of time, and I didn't get to be able to do it. And then the other day, the day whenever we had to do the test, I obviously was doing it. Oh my god, my mom's telling everyone I lost my Bunsen burner license. That's crazy. No, I get on the tractor and I'm doing it, and I'm going around, and sorry, but this isn't a happy story. I like basically went around 2 cones, and this is in the school bus bay too. I went through 2 cones, and then I drove straight into the curb where all my friends were. They had to like jump back. And then while I'm crashed, my teacher is like yelling at me like, oh well, at first it's fine. My teacher's like, okay, keep going, try again. And I start breaking down because I've just crashed in front of everyone when everyone else did it great. Like, everyone had successfully done it, and then I basically immediately failed, and I start breaking down, and the teacher's just yelling at me, like, stop crying, finish
Oh, no.
it, and it's just making it worse. So I never got my tractor license because
You know what?
I just fully broke down, and
I had a brutal experience with my skipper's ticket. I like because I did outdoor education in my latter years of high school. I like pretty much aced the like theory test, but the practical test I was like 2 points off passing, and that's because of my depth perception. Like, we didn't have boats with wheels. We had boats where you had to control it with the motor, like steer it that way.
You mean the rudder?
And yeah, the rudder.
I know boats.
And you had to like go in a straight line and go in a certain way where two boys that are like this, like lined up, and I just could not with my depth perception.
These are some of the These are some of the wildest school stories I'm ever hearing in my life.
I'm still shocked that like there was a tractor license and a Bunsen burner license. Like,
yeah, I'm just surprised
look.
at the Bunsen burner license.
The
like,
Bunsen
what?
burner
And
license was because too many kids at my school left the gas on and
oh no,
have also just burnt stuff. Like, it was
Okay.
not the best
I had to
school.
make rural jokes, but yeah.
I'm probably gonna raise my hand, knowing that I'm older than you. I may be the reason why you needed a Bunsen burner license.
Yeah.
I also used to put
Oh
my finger through
my.
it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
A tractor license is valid interstate.
State.
I mean, I don't have one, so
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah,
know.
how-
Also,
how-
they were just like little school ones too. It's not like a real tractor
How many-
license.
how many-
I assume there's a real one.
Yeah, how many hours per state? Like, what's the variation
Yeah.
here? You need to go
No,
through your Bunsen.
I think we need to go back to what brand was it? Was it a John Deere?
Yeah, I was gonna say I unfortunately do not know the brand because I couldn't even look at a car and tell you the brand. I cannot tell you the brand of our tractor of our
Was
school
it orange like
tractor.
every other tractor? Orangey red?
Oh, I don't remember. I think it was just black, maybe green, maybe
that
dark.
would get
Oh.
so hot if it was black.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably
Alright.
dark green is what I'm imagining. Oh, okay. Just insane.
Sorry.
We just had our
Cut off.
producer in our head chatting to us throughout all of
Yeah.
that. So, and our producer just went, "Stream can't hear you. You're just chatting to voices." So, just FYI.
Game
That
awards
reaction.
all over.
Amazing. So, I really should be keeping track of this for myself. Did anyone get that? Did anyone get Artful?
Me.
That was
Yeah,
V. V,
Cause-
you got a
Called
point.
me.
V was just like,
3
oh,
points.
Art's being too quiet.
I was gonna lie and say like I didn't live rurally, but I was trying to figure out how to casually be like, oh, you know.
Yeah, that's a bit too specific.
I'm the
yeah.
most city slicker person you would ever know. Like, yeah, I went to the farm
Yeah.
and was fascinated by like the hay bales, big hay bales being wrapped up in glad wrap.
Yeah.
And watched it
Yeah.
for like 2 hours. Like,
All right. Oh, so next secret we have: who got fired from their retail job for not being smart enough?
Jeez. Okay.
Oh my God.
What is with the dark stories tonight?
We're sad tonight.
We're sad. It's sad posting hours.
This is crazy. Okay, so who do we think is not smart enough for a non-chicken?
yeah. I think this is
That's
gonna.
crazy.
Yeah.
This
is
gets
gonna
started.
I mean, I got something. I've got a grenade I can throw. Who here's gone to university?
I'm deferred from university.
I'm at uni right
I
now.
did not go to university. So if you want to factor that in, I suppose.
I only went to
tempted to.
university at 24, which was last year.
I was second in my class at university.
I guess follow-up question: who here has worked retail?
Thumbs down.
Oh,
No, I'm struggling to
No
get hired
way.
at the moment. Like, you know, I've been trying
yeah,
for years.
I haven't been able to even get a job, let alone a retail one.
Yeah, I'm stuck in hospitality at a place that doesn't give me shifts.
Yeah, my
Totally
two
without
area,
work.
my two industries
someone
are
lying.
my two industries
like
are
someone might be
hospitality and admin. So office work.
I guess like mine was kind of retail. Like my first job was like Coles, but I was always a stockist. I was never.
What was this
really on-
retail?
No, but I was
Coles
a
was
stock.
very
I would
retail.
consider myself a stockist because I was never on
That's
the
still
front
retail.
desk.
That's still
That's
retail.
Okay, well, fine.
We're grilling
Adsy
now, like,
No, it wasn't me.
don't
Okay,
try
so
to
we have
deflect
to,
Adsy.
yeah.
Yeah. So we noticed this gap on your CV, Adzi. All right. Well, you go.
I was gonna guess. No, you go. Prompt us. You prompt us. You host.
Okay. So let's get some guesses in, I suppose. Dawn, who do you think it was?
Look, I mean, I feel like companies could still do this today, but it'd be a lot like harder to like fire someone because of that reason. So correlation, I hate to bring this like age into this, but I'm gonna say Adzi.
Wow. All I've been gonna hear is that you all think I'm dumb. Thanks.
I don't think you're dumb. I think it's the correlation between age and being fired for this reason.
Yeah.
Adzi, who do you think it was?
I don't want to offend anyone. This is really mean.
Yeah, but to be fair, the management just thinks they're not
Yeah.
smart enough, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to mean
Thanks.
That's
that.
a good point.
Yeah, we don't have to say that they're not smart enough. It's just someone else thought that.
Probably in chat. Anyway, I think I'm gonna say Dawn.
V, who do you think it was?
I was thinking Adzi, but Adzi makes it. I don't know. I was like not sus on Dawn, but when Dawn's like, oh, I feel like it'd be really hard to be fired for this now, and I'm like, no, it's not. You can get fired for pretty much anything if you're on a probation period. I just finished my probation period. It's why I had like mass anxiety for the last 6 months in my job. No, I'm gonna go Adzi. Or no, I'm gonna go Dawn. I'm gonna go Dawn.
And Artful, who do you think it was?
This is me playing smart and trying to make sure that no one gets points, hopefully. I'm gonna go V.
Would the person who got fired from their retail job for not being smart enough please take a sip of their drink?
I'm so bad at this game.
Oh my god.
No, I didn't guess you. I was just trying to eliminate you in case you... Sorry.
Yeah, Artful
Sorry.
the metagamer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was...
To be fair, Nate, that you bring it up, I think I actually was fired from a retail job because I was not smart enough. So.
Smart enough.
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
Twins view.
Maybe I don't want a job, jeez.
So, story time. I worked for Specsavers. Which is as you can imagine, is a job dispensing glasses, right? But all of the technical stuff primarily gets done by an optometrist. They do the scripting and everything. Your job at Specsavers is you help people get fitted for frames, and then there's a few little measurements and bits and pieces that you take. You then have to insert like the insurance details into the computer. It's not a particularly difficult role. There is like quite a bit of knowledge that you have to learn, I think. Like when you're at the higher levels, particularly if you're like doing like an optical dispenser, but I was only an optical assistant. I only had to help people pick out their glasses. And a week before my probation period ended, I got pulled into my manager's office at the time, and they told me that I was not cut out for the job, that I didn't have a brain that could grasp biology and relating with people and being interpersonal with people, and got all this really horrible feedback and got fired. And now I'm a therapist and really fucking good at my job. So fuck you, Specsavers.
That's crazy.
That's very similar
That's
to what
so
I got in
shit.
my job I was talking about as well. Basically,
Yeah.
it was all online communication with customers, and it was kind of like you just didn't have good writing skills. And now, yeah, look at where I am now. Stupid photo book company.
It was because I did things like talked to customers about what their needs are, and when they told me what their needs are, I didn't try and scam them into buying polarized lenses for $300 extra anyway. And I'll point out, Specsavers are franchises, so it's basically I worked for like these two greedy ass people, and because I wasn't lining their pockets, they're like, "You're not smart." Yeah. Work for larger organizations if you're going to go into the optics field, I guess.
I am still processing all of that, but that story does
Don't
give
have a
one.
brain for biology.
story does give 1 point to Artful.
So valid.
Holy.
That's crazy. So messed
It gets
up.
it gets worse because I also get feedback in my role that I rely too much on neuroscience. It's the gift that keeps on giving, that story, truly. Really.
Was it getting close?
Anyway,
Yeah,
sad
sweet.
story aside.
Real sad times tonight. Let's go.
All right, so next secret. Who was once added to a gaming server made up entirely of the people the host hooked up with?
This is going to be a funny story.
This is so evil.
I feel like because it's another sexy one, people are going to vote me. But I promise my life isn't this sexy.
What if this is the Benji, like, I have more, I have a juicy thing to talk about, guys. My
I wanna
next
know what
story
kind
is
of-
going to be real juicy.
Gaming server? Was it
Oh,
like
okay.
was it like a Minecraft server? It's like Benji, here's who you've slept with.
I don't even play
everyone's in
Minecraft.
And like,
Well,
or something.
Is it wait, it's not the person who has this secret, right? Are they one of the people that the host hooked up with, or is
I believe
this
so.
all the people the host hooked up with except for them? Like,
Oh, what? Now I get it. Okay.
yeah, it's not the secret sharer that like hooked up with these people, I don't think.
But gaming server,
Yeah.
I don't know.
doesn't mean like
Yeah,
a
I believe,
Minecraft server
like-
or a Discord. That's what
I believe host implies the person who made the server was the one hooking up with people. And the secret
Okay.
person was like added there as one of the conquests? I don't-
Wait, this isn't just PCU 25 Discord, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me?
Oh no! We ca-
That wouldn't be possible, actually. I'm just thinking of the order of people joining the PCU. No, that wouldn't be possible because I was the second person in the server. And there you go.
I'm just like, oh. I don't. Yeah, I wonder whether this is like a Discord server or whether it's like a Minecraft server. That is a
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
point.
like a thing like that. Yeah.
It would be so funny to be in a Minecraft server and it's
Kinda
like,
ages
what do you
as
all
well,
have in
yeah.
common,
Yeah.
everyone?
And it's like this whole like reality
What if-
TV show in Minecraft. It's like
What if we
And
what if we
you hear
pushed
today?
what if we pushed all of our Minecraft beds together?
Yeah. and then someone plays a soundboard. Wow, 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 wow.
Oh,
Yeah, how they
I
figured
can
it out is
feel
so
it.
fascinating. Was it up front? Was it welcome in everyone? I've hooked up with all of you, or like what?
and then it's like a home game situation or something.
All right. So time to lock the guesses in. V, who do you think it was?
Benji. I don't have another option. I feel like it's a Benji. Benji.
Adzi, who do you think it was?
I was thinking the same along lines of V, that it's got to be a you story. Can't. Maybe Dawn? I don't know. But it's kind of like
Looking at me?
Calling me
Yeah,
a
okay.
hashtag gamer.
Benji.
Artful, who do you think it was?
I think this was you, Benji.
Dawn, who do you think it was?
I think like I don't know if this is like insane, like that production was hyping it up to be, but this is I feel like this is a bit Benji coded, a little bit Benji coded, so I'll look at Benji.
So, with the person who was once added to a gaming server made up entirely of people the host hooked up with, please take a sip of their drink. So I was 23 years old.
No pause.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
So, I met this guy on. I'm not gonna like be coy about it. I met this guy on Grindr,
That's how I met
and
my partner.
we would talk for a while. We eventually met up. The hooking up process was like, So I was like, it was the kind of hookup where it was not
It's the kind of
enough.
hookup
It was
where you should have taken $20 out of
Yeah, I
their
was gonna
wallet,
say,
right,
yeah,
Benji?
yeah, exactly.
it's the kind of hookup where like you fake having a migraine halfway through to get away, basically. And so I did that. We didn't really keep in contact like that much, but like I was sort of like, oh yeah, I had a migraine, so I had to leave. A few months later, I got a message out of the blue from them saying, hey, you want to join this gaming Discord I started? And I was like, I didn't have much friends at the time. I was in a downturn period of my mental health. So I was like, I'm not doing anything else with my time, so sure. And it was like, it was supposed to be like a LGBT Nintendo gaming server. And there was a bunch of other gays from mostly around the Melbourne area. And I was like, oh, well, this is a nice thing to do with my time. And like, ironically, in this story, I did meet some people that I have become very good. I'm still very good friends with, and we still game today. However, I didn't realize this until much later. But the one thing we all had in common is this: is that the guy either hooked up with us or matched with us on Tinder. And
No.
Benji, look in chat what Lee said.
oh no, I was hoping.
People like
I
I
was.
know this server. Oh my god.
I was.
I'm in this server.
I'm gonna have to
We've
keep the
all
details.
collectively-
I'm gonna have to keep the details short on this. I literally put this story in thinking like it'd be a weird thing that was exclusive to only me. But the fact that people know about this, oh no.
Raise your hand if you're in this server.
So for those maybe watching this later, Lee Malou has gone, I've heard this story from a different person, and then we've had Caspar go, I know this server.
Can we ask how many people were in there, at least?
So it was only active
Let me
like
check
20.
real quick.
Like it was active like ages. I'm still in the server, by the way, because it just went inactive. It is,
Actual servers. Okay.
Yeah, check the
where'd it
servers.
go?
Ever check your servers?
Where'd it
don't do
go?
it.
I can't seem to find it. Okay, so for context, at its peak, there was a lot of people in there. The current amount of people in here right now is above 50.
Oh my god. Okay.
And like,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
just curious,
Now-
did you call
Best
this
kind of
person out
networking.
about all of this? Like that? Hey,
Absolutely
we know
not. I'm not a confrontational person. I would never call anyone out about anything. Anyway, the story I'm not gonna tell the rest of the story because you got the idea, but also because like it would give away too much information. And I don't want to start. I just want to tell. I didn't want to like start drama or anything. I just want to tell a funny story. So, but the fact people know about this means I cannot tell any more details. But I'm learning from chat right. I'm learning from chat right now that it is a known thing.
Imagine being a queer streamer from Nam. That's wild.
Yeah, that's wild. That's 10 Switch Online family plans? Yeah, for real.
I was just thinking about the fact that just for you guys were playing Mario Kart. That's
Yeah, Mario Kart, Splatoon,
This was
Smash
the
Bros.
Kart,
Occasionally.
yeah.
Amazing.
I think literally one of the games I bought to play games in that server was like Minecraft Dungeons.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Was I in this server at one point?
Have you hooked up with Benji?
It wasn't me who was hooking up with people. It was the person.
It was the host.
Oh, the host.
For the crown.
The
The
host,
crown.
which definitely wasn't you.
Wasn't me,
Definitely
unfortunately.
some
I would
Splatooning
never
and
do
some
that.
Smash
If
Broing going on in this server.
Harem.
Maybe be some Splatoon.
I decided to do that one day, here's another story for free, right? I once almost didn't realize how Snapchatting worked, and I tried to send the same message to a bunch of people, and didn't realize that it would have created a group chat for that. If I almost did that once. If I created the group chat, I would never be on the internet anymore. I would have evaporated from the
crazy.
existence. I could not do that.
This stream brought to you by the Nam Greater Polycule. Amazing.
Good lord. Oh no. So that is one.
Smash Broing Discord server.
So that is 1 point for everybody.
Woo.
That
We take
I think
those.
that's
we
one of the
absolutely take
wildest
those.
stories tonight. Like, that
Yeah,
was
no, that's
actually
insane.
crazy.
Yeah.
Thanks production, Abe and HSP for hyping that up.
So,
Amazing.
next up, next secret. Who cried their way out of a speeding ticket?
Oh, this is a me-coded secret too. Why are they all me-coded secrets? Come on.
Well, we've already established I don't have a license and can't drive.
I've
And
never had a
Yeah, I
speeding
also
ticket.
can't
I've only
drive.
had parking tickets, so it's V.
Yeah.
Well, someone's like...
Never had a speeding ticket
Or
before.
it's me.
Well, this is the point, but that's the point, isn't it? Is that they cried their way out of the speeding
Out.
ticket.
Yes, true.
That's the
You've never had a
point.
speeding ticket because you cried your way out of it, huh?
That is true.
I'd be too fast for a speeding ticket. Wait, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You're just digging a hole. You're just digging a hole.
when I have driven as a learner,
Well, you could be
I, like,
wrong,
drive
that's
very
okay.
slow because I'm very scared of driving. So I would be the opposite of a speeding ticket.
Yeah.
A slow ticket.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I'm terrified of going over the speed limit, so
I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
full stop,
I
never
would-
driven, so...
Actually, wait, no, I shouldn't,
You
shouldn't
have to track
expose
that.
myself to the law.
Shouldn't expose yourself to having this secret?
No, look, I've done the occasional 10Ks above, but like,
Ooh.
I've never gotten a speeding ticket for that.
Because you cried your way out of it, right?
I don't think. I think I'd be too anxious to cry. Like, I'd be frozen. I think this is.
I think if I was in this situation, I would absolutely attempt to cry my way out of it. Not because I would think about it, just because I would start crying.
Here's
Say that,
here's what I would. Here's what I do. Even if I feel like I'd be too anxious about the consequences of that, like of crying. Like, I would be too worried about like reactions from me crying to like even cry.
yeah. Also, I probably have less ability to get out of a speeding ticket this way because I am 6'2" and built like a linebacker. So, you know,
We
me
are all-
crying
That would
doesn't.
actually be funny though. Like, you do it in
We're,
the just feels
we're all
terribly
good
sorry for you.
drivers
It's like,
here. I swear
okay.
we're not the stereotypes. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Lock in some guesses.
Yeah, let's look at some guesses. So, Artful, who do you think it was?
I think I'm gonna go for Dawn. The reaction, trying to dig themselves out of a hole. I don't know.
Dawn, who do you think it was?
Is this V coded? It could be V coded. I think
It's very me coded. To be fair, it's very me coded.
I think it's V coded.
V, who do you think it was?
I think it might be Benji only because, like, I think that I know you said 6 foot, it wouldn't have the same effect. I think it'd work though.
And Adzi, who do you think it was?
I'm liking the whole Benji doing it. I think that'd be like.
That'd be very
It's
funny.
you. It'd be very funny, and it would work.
Two of my stories in a row.
No, but I think this is definitely V coded. I'm going V.
Would the person who cried speeding please take a sip of their drink? So I tried to improv that one.
That's me. That's me. That's a me.
V coded.
I was
would
waiting to
think-
see Benji drink because I felt
Yeah,
like
I was
saw you
about
reach
to.
over.
I was expecting to Benji to be like, when I was 23 again.
After having a Discord video call with my
yeah.
polycule, I
I just like Fast and the Furious.
So, as many people know, I cry when I'm angry. And I just had an argument with an ex-situationship thing, my situationship of like 7 years in my 20s. We just had a big fight, and because we'd had a big fight, I was a bit pissed off, and like I was going like 60 in a 50 zone. So it wasn't like ridiculous speeding, but I really like wasn't paying attention to like what my speed was. I was just doing that thing of like, oh, this feels about the right speed because I was in my head being pissed off at how much of a douchebag he was being. And then the cops pulled me over, and that just like pushed me to my limit of just being like, nah. And I just started like they came up to my window, and they were like, "Why were you speeding?" And I just fucking lost it, like lost it crying. And then the police officer was like, "It's really clear that you're distressed. Like, just like stay here for 5 minutes, calm down, and then you could go on your way with the warning." And I was like, okay. So, like, they basically made me sit there and stop crying, and then they let me drive off without a speeding ticket, which is very nice of them, I think. Very nice. So there you go. Only some cops are bastards. There you go. There you go.
So that is point to Adzi and V. Dawn, I believe. Sorry, no, V doesn't get a point for their own story. All right. Well, I lost the page. Hold on.
Scab. Yeah, that's it. Some cops are bastards. Scab.
All right. Next up, who tried to buy a gaming console via? Let me start that again. Who tried to buy a gaming console? Why do I keep pronouncing it console? Who tried to buy a gaming console via subterfuge?
What's subterfuge?
Among Us.
This is why I got fired from Specsavers. Oh, okay. Okay.
Mission. Dun 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 dun.
That was quiet bastard.
Margo.
I was a bagger. Let's go in my quotes as well.
Oh. See, I would believe Dawn would do this. I don't know why. It just immediately I was like, this feels like this could be a Dawn one, and I know Dawn, like me, loves retro consoles. So I'm wondering if it's like a Facebook marketplace, like
Very fair point.
you know.
I'm not saying
I may
it's
also
me.
misunderstand subterfuge.
I'm not saying it's me, but like, you know, the retro consoles point is a very, very fair point.
I don't really know what subterfuge is.
Deceit used in order to achieve one's goal. He had to use subterfuge and bluff on many occasions, similar to trickery, intrigue, evasion, and deceit.
Again, Among Us.
Like this show.
Yeah. This is subterfuge.
What does it
Me
have
when
to
I
do with
subterfuge.
Among Us, though?
You use that in Among Us to say you're not an imposter.
Oh. Oh, I think I was thinking of
deflect
centrifuge,
blame.
like someone said in chat.
Centrifuge.
Spinning
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Who tried to buy a gaming console by spinning around a lot?
I would also
I wouldn't say I did it
counter.
with subterfuge. I would say I did with centrifuge. Yeah.
I would
Now I get it.
also counter that scamming cashies is also an option.
That's true.
Cash converters, and like taking something in and being like it didn't work, so maybe if someone had a broken console and then like took it into cash converters and they were like, this never worked.
If you're going with
I would do that.
yeah, I like to think I'm old, but I'm young. So most of the cashies I've been to, and I haven't been to all of them, their retro selection is quite awful these days.
It's shithouse, yeah.
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 So if you think it's me and you think it's that theory, then I haven't been to enough cashies where that could be it.
True. You also don't have Facebook.
That is true.
So I've just sent us on a wild goose chase. Any other thoughts?
Facebook free for a long
Yeah,
time
like-
now, and it's great.
I don't know.
I love
You're
this
guiding the conversation a lot. It could be V, even though I don't know.
I will counter this by I'm old, so a lot of stuff is mine. Like I own it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I have had most gaming consoles, and I bought them all generally. Like,
I don't have any gaming
for my
consoles.
parents.
Except for the PC.
Like I said in
All
chat,
right.
I got mine by centrifuge by spinning around very fast and my
Yeah.
husband gets me.
It just summoned.
course.
You Beybladed to the store. Yeah.
So So now that I decided to tactically go to the bathroom to avoid that conversation, Dawn, who do you think it could be?
I'm floating between Adzi and V at the moment.
Benji suspicious.
Tactically avoid the
Yeah,
conversation,
Yeah.
Benji beneath us. My goodness.
Benjamin
I
B.
feel
Beneath.
I feel like Adzi's final comment about saying about owning like the retro consoles and stuff, or consoles in general, because it doesn't say retro, it just says gaming console.
We've established I'm old.
I
We've
feel like
established I had a Nintendo 64. My parents got that for me.
I feel like there could be a fun story, a fun tidbit in there of even though you've bought most of them normally, there could be a fun story. So I'm gonna say Adzi.
I didn't even know what
Alright.
subterfuge meant.
Remember, I did rewrite all
Yeah.
these so they're tonally consistent. So, all right, Adzi, who do you think it was?
Tossing up between. He really went to the bathroom to avoid questions, and
I love fair
Dawn,
tactic.
who talked a lot. I think we're going to go Dawn.
Artful, who do you think it was?
Dawn. I don't buy the stories.
And V, who do you think it was?
I'm rethinking my whole theory on Dawn. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. I think I'm gonna go Art. Just because Art was quiet again, but that's also because I was taking up a lot of air. I'm not playing for points.
That's a fair theory for Art at this time of night.
Would the person who tried to buy a gaming console via subterfuge please take a sip of their drink?
I wasn't subterfugious enough.
There you go.
Among Us.
Among Us.
Among Us.
Imposter.
Give me
Yeah.
2 seconds and I can get some visuals for this.
Oh,
The console?
we're gonna get visuals.
A
Exciting.
console.
Da-da-da-da. What will we see?
Yeah, it was for me. It was I was like, hang on, but Dawn doesn't have Facebook. How does this work? How does my theory work? Oh, I remember this story.
Oh, it's the yellow Super Nintendo as well. That's how you
Oh,
know
she
it's
told
old.
it already?
It's a bit yellow. It's a bit yellow these days. This isn't the game I got with it. I think it was some racing game that was $5 at the time. Cool. This is a fun story. I'll read it how I wrote it to Benji.
Oh yeah, this is a long one. I had to sort of compress down to a single sentence.
Yeah. Because Benji was just like, oh, you can say stories and I'll reverse engineer them. And I'm just like, okay, reverse engineer this. So yeah, this was probably the very first retro console I made. Got.
You made it?
V is correct. I don't have Facebook. I got this at the retro store. I used to frequent this retro store called Mad Retro. Great store. Shout outs to them. So when I was young, and actually throughout most of my teenagers, my parents were overprotective and fairly helicoptery parents. Shout outs to my mom. You're great. But you were overprotective. But I used to go to my closest friend's house and we'd, chill, play Xbox 360, play Halo, whatever. And then we'd get the bus or train to, wherever the city, the northern suburbs, so sneaking out, essentially, outer suburbs. And we'd just have to try and get back in time for my mom to pick me up. Before I continue on with the story, there was a really close time where we went to one of the northern suburbs where Krispy Kremes had just opened in WA. It was the first one that opened in WA. And we went all the way up there, and it was a particularly windy, rainy day, and we had to speed run back, and we got back 1 minute before my mom got back to the house. But anyway, one place we frequented were the railway markets with a brilliant retro gaming store, Mad Retro, which still exists. And on one particular occasion and visit, I just happened to have a large amount of money for a teenager. I don't know how I had $120 in high school, but we went to the store and I dropped $120 on this SNES that, as far as I know, still works. I haven't plugged it in ages, and some shitty racing game as well, like Nigel Mansell's Racing Championships or whatever.
Nigel Thornberry's Racing Championships.
Yeah, we'll go with Nigel Thornberry. Yeah,
Smashing.
Smashing. My mum saw it a few days later, and I gave it, and I said I gave another friend, the same ex-friend that was in the chicken story, at the time, my bank card and PIN number, because the store only took cash, to get it for me. And she was, super sus on my answer, but kind of just went, "Oh, okay." And yeah, I eventually told her the truth. And she was like mostly fine, and then she found out about like all these other adventures I had and like geocaching and everything with my friend. But yeah, very overprotective parents.
Oh my gosh.
Those were the days of, being like to my friend, I can't go out to these things you're inviting me to, and they were like, let's just sneak there, for like, yeah. I won't go on about overprotective stories, but yeah, that's a very fun story. That was the first secret I came up with for tonight's show.
It was a very long secret that I had to reverse engineer into a secret. A story into secret. Oh, sorry to hit the microphone. And I believe that is points for Adzi, and was that you as well, V, or?
No, Art.
I think
Got that one, I believe.
Yeah, everyone but V.
Oh, everyone but V. So that's Art and Adzi get points for that. All right, we've got 2 more secrets left. So it's anyone's game except for V. Unfortunately,
Except for me.
All right, we have our penultimate secret here. Who peed themselves in the middle of a foreign city peak hour?
I really need a pee right now, but it's not me.
I'm glad I
was gonna say
tactical.
Right.
Wait,
people that do the
All right, time to go to the
Wiki
bathroom real
at
quick.
all. Tactical way.
Oh, how
suppose
many
the
people
opening-
have? What do
Yeah,
we
this is
consider
about that-
foreign
sorry, go.
city? Yeah.
Overseas, I imagine.
Alright, who's not been overseas?
Well, I will say I lived. Because I lived in New South Wales and then I came to Melbourne for the first time. That's foreign to you, right? That can
I
count.
suppose that's true. I suppose that's true.
True.
But
I don't know. It just
could be
depends. Just to
international
widen
or-
it up.
Like, just
But yeah,
guess by a
think
certain
those
definition,
words
yeah.
Makes sense.
could just be like, you're visiting somewhere foreign city to you, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so who has
It's
a dual
probably
citizenship here? We can narrow it down.
I lived in the same place for 21 years. Dual citizenship with my old suburb. Yeah.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
I've
Could this be a
I-
Benji one?
Well, what foreign countries have you all been to?
New Zealand. It's not very foreign, is it?
I've been okay.
It
So I've
counts.
been New Zealand, UAE, America, and Canada.
That's a lot of foreign cities you could pee yourself in.
Many.
I think I was about
Which
to
of
say,
those?
I've
you
been
good,
to.
I was about
Oh,
to
sorry,
say
go.
what ages I were in those cities because I thought I was like young teens, but I was like 19 when the last time I went to New Zealand.
Were you
But
3 years
most of
old
the
or
other
something?
ones I was 14. So I like to think I was control of my blood at 14, 16, and 19.
I've been to Paris, Amsterdam, Zurich, Milan, Florence, Rome, Venice, Dublin, London,
We're
Singapore,
going to
and
the
Bali.
cities now.
That's
Oh
a
my
lot
God.
of places to pee.
It's Benji.
There's so many places to
Benji
pee.
That's so
Benji
many
pissed himself
places.
in Amsterdam. That's my theory.
I did a lot of things in Amsterdam, but not piss myself.
There
Okay,
are a
if
lot
we're
of
if we're
places
going
that
cities,
like don't have many public bathrooms.
yeah.
Like,
If we're
even
going
in
cities,
but-
yeah. If we're going cities, Auckland, Queenstown, rest of New Zealand because we were on a road trip. New York City, Boston, a good amount of Canada. I'm not going to name them all. Seattle and Dubai.
Yeah, I've been to a bit of Europe and America.
Yeah, I've never been to America.
Well, America's
Any
only,
of the Americas.
America's
Well,
only Vegas.
I've
This was
barely
Obama
been
America, I should
out.
say. So
Oh.
I went Biden America.
I've been on a cruise ship to a couple of places, but I don't really remember where. And it was brief enough that I think if I needed to pee, I would have gone back to the cruise ship.
yeah.
And other than that, I haven't been to any cities.
Yeah. If it was in Obama's America, you would have had to drink a lot of water because he would have said, "Let me pee clear."
Yeah, well, America. So I told this story to my partner and friend yesterday, because America, tipping culture and all that. They do constantly refill your water at like cafes and restaurants and stuff.
Oh,
I had to like pretend to like sip water at every restaurant we went to, like just so they didn't refill, because I was just like, I want to finish a glass.
All right, let's get some guesses in. V, who do you think it was?
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Dawn. Just because of the comment about knowing about cities that fill up your glasses a lot.
Dawn, who do you think it was?
I have two words: Benji Amsterdam.
Adzi, who do you think it was?
I have two further words: Benji Zurich.
And Artful, who do you think it was?
I'm really not sure, but I'm gonna go Adsy.
Would the person who peed themselves in the middle of Foreign City peak hour please take a sip of their drink?
We got baited with that one.
And
Yeah.
that's 1 point to Artful.
You're too quiet.
And one
That
one
was
story
just, everyone
behind
else
that.
was just listing their countries, and I didn't get a chance.
Same.
So, I was in Europe, and in London, and I went out late one night. So I was with my husband over there, but he stayed at home, and I went out late at night. When you're in like a foreign city, you like don't really know where anything is, and you're like, oh, I can walk back to my hotel, it's fine. So obviously I was very drunk, and I was like, oh yeah, my hotel's only like 10 minutes up the road. Leave the club, and this is the club went quite late. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. Left the club. I'm like, oh yeah, it's only 10 minutes up the road. Look at Google Maps. It's like a 30-minute walk. And then all of a sudden, like I'm about 5-10 minutes into a walk, and I'm like really need to pee. And there is people everywhere because it's like people are going to their morning commute. And I'm like, I could see a train station up the road. I'm like, oh my God, I'll make the train station. We got this. We did not got this. I peed my pants while walking down the street. And had to continue walking the next 15 minutes home, back to my hotel.
Oh no!
Having pissed my pants. And I just get into the hotel, get in the bathroom, take my pants off, and I'm just like trying to
Not this.
hi, this Chris, my husband. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. Don't come in here. He comes in and like he's like, just why are your pants like what happened? What's wrong with your pants? Why are they wet? I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. He's like, did you piss your pants? I'm like, leave me alone. And then I slept for most of the day after that. Embarrassed to ever be seen in London ever again.
It's like it's like the Sims embarrassment. Like
Yeah, but it's just like I could
Moodlet.
see the
Yeah.
train station up ahead of me. I was like, I will make it. And
There's a
I did
train.
not make
I've
it.
been to a few train stations where it looks like they have bathrooms, but they're just not. They're like electricals or something, but it looks like a bathroom. I'm just like, nope, not peeing there.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing worse
nightmare.
to having to wear wet
Yeah.
pants. It's
Oh my god, we're back to the sad.
yeah.
Well, not necessarily sad, but embarrassing.
So that is 1 point to Artful. And we are
Oh.
Oh.
I think V's got this, honestly.
Yeah, Vetus has to get not get caught for the next 5 secrets in a row, and they are good. But for our final secret of tonight, yes, very look
No,
down
we've
there.
got to preempt this last secret is
Yeah.
insane. Okay.
Last secret
Let's
of the
hear it.
night: who pretended they were pregnant in Minecraft roleplay?
Jesus. You know what's fun? You know what's really funny? I back when like Hunger Games and survival games was like super popular. Not pregnant, but I did pretend I was a girl so I could get like free stuff in Hunger Games like a good few years before I came out as trans. I got good gear.
And while you did that, were you also telling people you were pregnant?
I was like 14, 13, 14. I didn't know what pregnancy was.
Well, I know Dawn and Artful have outwardly claimed tonight that they're like, I know they're big Minecrafters.
Yeah.
I've only
Sure.
just sort of got into Minecraft like this year.
Yeah.
I've not even touched Minecraft roleplay. And whoever this secret is, please tell me how you did this, because I will totally do this. Go into Minecraft roleplay and pretend.
Regante.
Yeah. For the
Do you
record,
think they have a mod or something?
Production is right. We all did that. Yeah. Points to everyone.
I play Minecraft. So I almost said I play pregnant once a year. I was like, I play Minecraft like once a year.
But do you play pregnant once a
Yeah,
year,
you play-
Benji? How about that?
Maybe after a really big meal.
Every time you play Minecraft, you're like, I'm also pregnant right now.
Yeah.
I have to colonize the new world for my child.
That's your pregnancy craving, just to play Minecraft once a year.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, I feel like I know it's not me and Dawn is the other Minecraft player, but I don't know how much V plays Minecraft, but I feel like it might be Dawn in my head right now. I don't know.
I literally can't play Minecraft because it upsets me and I get really fixated on it and I can't step away. So I never would get to RP because I just build and then get angry at things not being centered.
Yeah.
But then maybe
Is that because
you got-
of an experience in your past, V?
Yeah, is that because you
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
you
it
got
was
meant to
actually
help
this.
you when you were pregnant?
Yeah. It was my pregnancy belly putting all my builds out. Yeah.
You were pregnant in Minecraft. Oh god, I have no idea. Like I know it's
Yeah.
on me because like
That's exactly what you would say.
That's exactly what a pregnant
I mean,
Minecraft
sure,
would say.
you can lose points. That's okay. Well, not lose points, but you know, you can.
So this is going to be
I
the
did-
decider between like.
Actually, I have to lock in where most of us
Yeah,
are
we have to-
I have
tied.
to log in.
You have to lock in. So, Artful, who do you think it was?
I left to sit.
mean-
Just letting you know.
I think it's Dawn, unless these guys are lying about playing Minecraft, or unless you're saying every year you play pregnant Minecraft.
That would be wild. If this is the story that comes out of this, that Benji once a year
What if
potentially
it's
pregnant and
what
plays
if it's Ben?
Minecraft.
What if
Wild.
it's Benji and their hookup group?
It's the Benji hookup group, 100%. 100%.
You can play Minecraft on a Nintendo Switch. Putting it out there.
Ooh.
Oh, it's the pregnant
saying.
polycule.
The
Dawn,
great
who
and,
do you think it
pregnant
was?
polycule.
Oh my god. Okay. I feel like I know V enough for their like to know about their Minecraft, experiences. So, oh my god. It's the final round. Do I? No, it's been a while since we've had an art secret. I'm gonna say it's art,
We've had a lot of mine.
Yeah.
but like not for a while.
Adzi,
Unless
who do
I've
you think it
crashed
was? Oh. Adzi, who do you think it was?
Yeah, looking back at how many secrets I've had of people, I mean,
Can I just say, pregnant polycule club, the next Chapel Roan parody was too good not to mention before you guess. That's so good.
it's the pregnant poly.
We're gonna get that on screen the next time if we can.
I don't know. It's like between Art or Dawn, obviously, because I know they're big Minecrafters. I don't know much about the Minecraft roleplay world.
If this was Gary's mod RP, this would be a whole different story.
I'm gonna go Art.
V, who do you think it was?
Do you know what? For shits and gigs, I'm gonna guess Benji because I just think it'd be really funny if it
That'd
was
be
true.
so funny if this is the final secret was a Benji one.
That would be so good.
Would the person who pretended they were pregnant in Minecraft roleplay please take a sip of their drink?
Yeah.
I gotta say, the Artful was like one of the first people to send me through stuff besides V for like all the events for this I had planned. They were the one who was like who basically sort of niggled the thing in my brain, going like, oh yeah, like oh yeah, should we like ask our production guy to see if we can get like images and video on screen, because I wanted to see what the hell this video was, but
I do have a clip on my like Twitch of it, but I didn't have the I couldn't find the original like video of me. But I do actually, I can send the clip in chat of me reacting to it, because I dug it up a while ago, and because you were like, Dawn joked about being like 14 and not knowing what pregnancy was. Well, here I was, 12, I think, or 13, making YouTube videos with my friends. And
God.
our YouTube videos,
I
one
also
of
made
them
Minecraft
was,
videos back at that age.
one of our YouTube, we did a lot of roleplay. So I'm a writer, and this is actually where my passion for writing came from. And it's, oh god, it's we made a video where we took over a friend's channel because they were on break and they gave me the password. And the whole video was a family goes on a trip to a theme park. It's like this theme park map that exists in Minecraft, and it was really dumb. But there's one part where, as the little attention seeker I am, I'm a Twitch streamer, of course I'm an attention seeker. People weren't paying enough attention. It was all improv, this one, because we were just messing around. But I was like, guys, I have something to tell you. And in this roleplay, there was a mum and like a dog, and like we had the whole family situation going on. And I was like their teen daughter or whatever, and I just go, guys, I have something to tell you. I'm pregnant. They're all just like, and it threw everyone for a loop, and they didn't know how to react. But I just, yeah.
Oh my god.
It was, and since then, I did recently, and this is crazy because I just remembered this, I recently played a character on a server. It was a joking character, but everyone had a character that was like named off of a pun, and so I was a guy called M. Preg. First name M, last name Preg.
The timing in chat.
Yep. So I actually, that was like this year, I can't even lie. So I've done this twice now, which is
God.
really, that's a streak that I'm
insane
honestly
story.
surprised exists. It's, yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh
yeah,
God.
no, I knew what pregnancy and stuff was at 13 because I did like sex ed in year 7 in primary school, but like I would not have thought to do any of that at like 13, making my
I
shitty
found it.
Minecraft videos.
Wait, you found the video?
I think.
You found the video?
Yeah.
I assume this was kind of like you pretended to be pregnant to get something from someone.
That's
Like,
what I
within,
thought.
No.
Within like the roleplay world, like kind of
Yeah.
like GTA RP, you pretend to be pregnant in real life to get money or something, or yeah,
I think the context makes it so much funnier.
yeah.
I don't
this
know,
is
a
even
bot
this
will
is
ban
even
me.
more wild.
Oh,
But that's the clip.
Abe, the clip is currently in shared chat. If we could, should we get that on screen?
If you want to
Art
try.
reveals some
Sorry
big
for the late
news.
addition.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
it's
also
in
send
the
it to
Twitch
the
chat.
thing if you want.
Everyone spam it in their own shared chats.
Just throwing stuff at production last minute when production's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
okay,
sorry.
if you can start wrapping up, and we're
Okay.
just like, have a Twitch clip.
Thanks, Jeff Kelly.
Sorry. We don't have to
Everyone else
watch
is
it. I
sharing the
will-
Twitch clip in their chat. In the share chat. There you go.
Message to production. We definitely need to watch this clip.
I'm so sorry.
That's alright. Abe's the person that gets it done.
Yeah.
Gets
Shout out to
it
Abe
done.
once more.
Yeah.
And
Oh, dear.
HSP. I would say
Shout out-
HSP Productions.
Yeah.
Last Snack Pack
Alright.
Productions.
Shout out to Abe, the number one source for broadcasting Minecraft pregnancy on Twitch.
Yeah.
Well, the number 2.
Look,
Tune into PCU
rebroadcasting.
next year,
Oh
or,
no! Suddenly we've lost Abe. That's quite unfortunate. I'm ready. That's so funny. I was ready for the clip. I got all excited.
Oh god.
Oh gosh. This is the part of the streams
I'm
where
sad.
we throw things at production and they've got to absolutely scramble to get things done. So we just have to kind of sit here and figure out what do we talk about
Oh,
until the magic happens.
I just realized something.
this is me reacting.
Oh, I got the
pregnant.
voice!
Stop talking. I'm pregnant. What?
Insane plot twist! Insane!
One for the
I just
agency.
don't want to.
Just the not even hesitation. Just I'm pregnant.
Yeah. I.
Yeah, replay it. Yeah, get on it.
You're on a
Guys.
diet now.
I just realized something.
Yeah, I'm busy right now. Stop talking.
I'm pregnant.
What?
I like that it's I just realized something.
Yeah,
as
I
well.
just realized something. Like you just had a test there, or like felt it. Like I'm pregnante.
Oh dear.
No millennial
Yeah, that
wanted
person who said
pregnant
what
bosses.
is playing my mother in this.
I'm
great
glad I
acting
never
there,
did
'cause-
Minecraft RP. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
That's,
Oscar goes too.
Thank you guys.
Amazing.
Oh my god, my stomach is like hurting from laughing so much. Oh,
Oh god.
So
I think
that
that's what
is.
sets me, not the alcohol.
Thought it was Casper.
So we have a final point tally here. We have V on 4 points, Art on 11 points. Although that last story, man. And we have
I knew
Adzi
people would
and
guess me.
Dawn on 12 points. Now, there's no prize.
Oh, there's a
All right, we have a tiebreaker.
Oh.
So,
Tiebreaker.
I was okay. I guess there's no real prize, so we can just like declare a tiebreaker anyway, and like no real financial gain in there. Okay, so what we're gonna do for the tiebreaker is, so early in production, I was speaking to Abe, and I was like saying, Abe, oh, if you want to, you can have a secret in there as well, and like just as a thing to there. We moved away from that, but I saw the secrets in the big spreadsheet that I have right here. So now I have what we're going to do for the tiebreaker is you're going to guess, is this secret my secret or Abe's secret?
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Guess how many members are actually in Benji's molecule?
Oh, that would have been amazing.
You're never living that down, Benji.
Oh my god, I've so many people. All right, so who was once friends with benefits with an Academy Award nominee?
Oh my god.
Oh God, that's a.
Okay,
Let him
let's
fight it
figure-
out.
let's
Let him fight him out.
I think.
Yeah. I
let's figure
believe in you
Academy
guys.
Award-
I
like,
think. Oh,
Adam
my
Elliott
God.
won, so it wouldn't have been him. I'm thinking of Australians.
Were they in
In
the
the
server?
server.
Were they-
I want to say like Abe, but like that feels a bit too obvious with the newcomer to the secrets. Like I feel like it could be Benji, but then that could reverse psychology. The reverse psychology. So
I'm just trying to think of like knowing they're both like Australian who would be Academy Award winner nominees. Like it might not be an actor. It could just be someone nominated for like lighting or something. Like
Academy Award winner.
nominee.
Y'all can Google if you want.
Winner. Nominee. Is it nominee? Nominee.
But
Australia.
it could be just like a screenwriter role, like
At. Benji.
Melbourne Academy
Guy
Award
Pearce.
nominees.
Are you guys
Known-
researching?
Yeah, Guy Pearce, Adam Elliott, Greg Fraser,
brilliant.
Maya.
Melbourne Academy Award
there's also
nominees known
but also
to be Discord users.
Or on Grinder as an alternate
did
search.
Benji hook up with Guy Pearce?
Also, important thing to note here: Abe is from New Zealand, I believe.
Oh,
Oh, true.
Was it Kate Blanchett? Just out of curiosity.
it was Baz Luhrmann.
I reckon Baz Luhrmann is totally on the DL. Like, let's be real. He's married to
I found out today Baz Luhrmann is Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe. Did you get a phone thrown at you?
George Miller.
I say that.
I'm just scrolling through.
Min's like, I like the way Adsy thinks. What was my way of thinking?
Jeffrey Rush.
How was I thinking?
Wait, are you both? You're both gonna have to choose an opposite answer, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So who?
Yeah.
Okay. You go
Nice.
first, Dawn.
Whoever gets in first.
Or, this could be a funsies, or it's like -2 points if you get it wrong, so Art wins if they both get it wrong.
Oh my god, that's so
Ooh, the
funny.
stakes. We're
Let's
going
go with that.
If y'all don't choose differently and you both get it wrong, it goes to Art.
I will take
An
this.
on-screen talent, yeah. Alright. Do you have an answer, Dawn?
Oh, I'm trying to think of like New Zealand. I'm going to say. Actually, no. You know what? With the body count Benji mentioned earlier, I feel like there could be an Academy Award nominee in there. I'm gonna say Benji.
Fair. Well, then I'm gonna go Abe. I was probably leaning more towards Abe anyway.
I was leaning towards Abe initially, but I was just like, I feel like Benji's thrown us for a curveball here.
I still think it's someone like, when you say Academy Award nominee, it's like a bit of a stretch that it's particularly like maybe someone like,
True.
a screenwriter or like, you know, a production award that you wouldn't particularly know.
I'm willing.
And now thinking out loud, there's a lot of production award people from New
Yeah.
Zealand. Like I'm thinking Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I'm
maybe.
just like, did Abe hook up with Peter Jackson? And I'm so there for that.
I
Abe
just
hooked
got,
up
I've
with
also
Abe hooked up with not Hobbit is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I kind of just got raided by a big party, and what a story to get raided on.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
because
Thank you, JMD.
That's so unfortunate. That's who I was going to suggest we go raid into.
Oh wait,
Damn
Benji drunk. Benji
Is that
drunk.
you, Ben? Is that you drinking,
Benji drunk. Is that you drinking, Benji?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Are we,
so
are we allowed to know who it is?
You are not. No. Not just because I'm not a gossip person, so I'm just gonna like.
Was it?
So
We
was it
won't
along
see
my
this in
thinking that it was
we
like
won't see
production
this
person,
in
not
Women's
like
Weekly.
Yeah,
So-
we shouldn't.
I'll tell the
leak
story
this.
though. I'll tell the story though. So I was 22 years old.
So close to 23.
Still living with my parents.
So it was before the Nintendo Polycule. Okay.
Yes, much before that.
For the Polycule.
So 22 years old. I was living with my parents. I was on Grindr one day, just like cruising about. Actually, no, it was Scruff. I was on Scruff one day, cruising about, and I get hit up by this person. It was like usual conversation ensues. There's gonna be a bit of dull warning, I suppose. They say they're going to be like they're having a group over, and I was like, okay, go over, do stuff, and afterwards in the post glow cigarette, I'm talking with one of the other guys, and he was like, you know who this guy is, right? And I was like, no, and I was like, he's like Academy nominated, right? And I was like, no, and so he goes into the guy's bedroom and shows me literally the certificate on the wall from the Academy for the nomination they got for an Academy Award.
He had it on the wall,
That's
like in a plaque.
crazy.
Oh my god.
That is crazy.
I-
like who?
I looked him up later and was like, oh yeah, that's kind of a big deal, I suppose. Anyway, hooked up a few more times after that, but eventually I moved away from the area, so. And that is my story, and that wins Dawn the show.
Woo! Belly.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Good one. Wait for the graphic update. Wait for the.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ready?
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Do, do, do,
Yay.
do, 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 do,
Yay.
Ooh.
Now, this is like a panel show. This is no real prize, but you get the honor of winning the first, hopefully not last, edition of Benji Below's Secret Show. Dawn, how does it
Oh
feel?
my god, it's been an absolute honor to be here, and I just want to thank everyone who's been supportive of me and my secrets. Especially Benji, you were very welcoming to me in the show, and it's been an absolute honor to win, and I definitely do it again. And I'm rapidly changing accents, but
Yeah,
that's
like, what's going on here?
That's about the extent of my accents. I could do my New Jersey Yzma, apparently, as it was described the other night. But yeah,
Practicing for her Academy Award.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's my end goal here, to join Benji's Polycule. But yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun, and I honestly wasn't expecting to win after how abysmal I did in the beginning, but I got that
There's a
poker
comeback.
face. Shout out to Lady Gaga, I know
Right.
to that.
Yeah. Do you have any Twitch events or any events like that going on you'd like to promote?
Twitch events. Oh gosh. Let's see. Well, I will be doing a panel live at Supernova tomorrow, not on stream, but it'll be recorded. That's honestly a big honor, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So anyone in Supernova Perth that wants to come along, it's at 12 p.m. at the esports stage. Nothing much going in July, I don't believe, but August, and you're hearing this first, we'll be raising money once again for the Starlight Foundation and Game Changers, and I will be. You know what? Yeah, I'm convinced now. I will be trying to play through as many Sonic games as I can for the Starlight Foundation. So that's probably the biggest thing before Pixel Expo.
Nice.
Yeah,
And
be excellent to
and-
each other and party on.
nice. And for everyone else, including our honorary wooden spoon V, anyone else got anything you'd like to promote? Events, PCU or otherwise?
Yeah, I'm going to promote the fact that we're near the end of Pride Month, which is so exciting.
Congratulations to everyone.
I'm ready for Wrath Month.
I'm
Ready
not
for
month.
Wrath Month?
No.
Adzi and I
Wrath
have... Yeah, so for our disability showcase for the Pride Collaborations Universe, we've got our final disability showcase stream tomorrow morning. We've got some golf with friends, which you can come check out. I'm hosting that. And we got a few others attending as well, including Jack, who's our Disability Showcase lead. Later tomorrow afternoon, we've got another episode of Soft Quiz that I'm hosting, which Adzy's also featured on. Dawn was on the show a couple of weeks ago.
I've already done mine.
I got brutally.
You did too,
I
Adsy.
did number 2.
I'm
you
the
did
one that's on
number two.
tomorrow.
Benji's on tomorrow.
I
That's
embarrassed
the one.
myself
So
with
tired.
V's Sailor Moon, so do
Yeah.
do good with V's.
I was like, what? I don't have anything
for
planned
this week.
tomorrow. What are you talking about?
Sorry. Benji's on tomorrow. Adsy and Dawn have been on previously, so you can come hang with us. It's been a long month.
It has.
Definitely.
I'm happy to have
but
won something this month.
Yeah, but
I
we'll
got
also
destroyed
be.
by Laffy and Lexi.
Yeah. And yeah, we've got keep an eye out on the PCU socials. We might have something coming up next week. Who knows? Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out.
Swag, very swag.
Nice. So, Artful. Anything you'd like to
I'm
promote?
hearing from the chat that I need to make a pregnant SMP, so look out for that.
We have a pregnant SP.
We're all pregnant? Yep.
The SMP I
Where everyone has to be pregnant,
Yeah.
you're only allowed to have pregnant OCs. I think this is something everyone wants, clearly.
And
Yeah.
you have to just suddenly realize you're pregnant,
You don't start pregnant.
You
Day
just
2,
realize it, yeah.
everyone's gonna go, I'm pregnant!
We're all
I
just
just
in
realized!
We're in the middle of that.
My SMP that I co-run starts with a P as well, so that's really funny.
And
The SMP.
Adsy, anything you'd like to promote?
No, like I think I'm done for the month, so I will be celebrating Pride Sloth next month.
Cheers to
Originally, yeah, probably continuing back to my regular scheduling, try and get my husband in to play some Split Fiction. And
Oh,
go
based,
through
I
my
need to
backlog
play
of
that.
games. So yeah, watch out for
I'm gonna
that.
spend too much money on the Steam sales next week.
Oh yeah, Steam sales next week too.
Nice.
Oh god.
I thought that was... Oh, next week?
Pretty on.
Cool.
No, it was
They
next fest,
start-
now it's...
No,
now
it's summer
Steam sales.
sales started 2 nights ago.
Oh,
It's
I
July
gotta get on
10th.
that. I've got a
Yeah.
game I promised to
I
buy.
get paid 2 days before it ends.
And
So
just one more thing, if you don't see me around here, I'll either be in the pregnant Minecraft server or the Nintendo Polycule Discord. So yeah, look out for me there.
yeah,
that's
I'll be
what
I'll
I've
be
got.
I'll be taking care of a baby child and playing some Mario Kart at the same time.
Yes. And as for me, this is the last event I'll be hosting for the PCU, but I will be, like V said, I'll be on their stream tomorrow doing a quiz show, which is not about people's deepest, darkest secrets. I'll also be partaking in a good old raid train for another group over in the first week of July, and then after that I'll be doing a birthday stream, which is a celebration of the fact that I am one more rotation around the Earth. I don't know when that'll be yet. Well, I know when my birthday is, but I don't know when the celebration will be.
I don't know my birthday.
What's my birthday again? Benji's too far gone from
Benji's law is now that like,
Pregante.
they know when they were 20 and 22 and 23 and what they did, but they don't know how old they are now.
it's just 2022 and 22 and 23.
Yeah, I'll be figuring that out, and you can find all of us on our various socials.
You'll be figuring out your birthday.
Yes, and yeah. So So one last time, we've got our cast. We've got Adsy Wadsy, we've got Dawnfire, we've got Venus AU, we've got Artful Melody, and we've got me, your host, Benji Below. And hope to see. And I'm gonna host another one of these as well sometime at some point. But in the meantime, that is Benji Below's secret show, and here's hoping you become a regular. Bye.
I'm gay.
Bye!
Wait, that's a secret?
Yeah. Wait,
I'm gay.
I'm pregnant.